PWP Nation,
where wrestling discussion lives.
Well, hello there. Dukes, Keith, and Griff here from the Anything But Credible podcast, a.k.a. the ABC Pod. Fellas?
Holla.
Oh, hello. We're here to let you know that you could be possibly missing out on the best podcast ever created, aside from the Offended podcast, of course, and you don't want to be missing that. Now, what makes us the best? Griff? Yeah, great. Keith? Exactly. Look, I'll keep it really simple for you. Crazy people, crazy news, crazy theories, crazy uncredible. That's right. We made that word up. Griff, Keith, say something crazy for me.
Russia wants you to believe in Finland. Real.
Nice. Look, you can find us just about anywhere that you get your podcast, especially Apple Podcasts. Also, don't forget to hit us up on Facebook at ABC Pod. That's ABC Pod. Twitter at _ABC Pod. And Instagram at ABC Podcast. Check in with us for a new episode every Monday and join the conspiracy to commit stupid. We will see you then, and shout out to the Offended Podcast.
Adios. Later, guys. Like you more than a friend.
What's up, everybody? Kyle Fauché here to tell you about my brand new podcast, the Going Off Topic podcast, brought to you by the Anything But Credible Network. On Going Off Topic, I look at all forms of media, from different real and theoretical angles that you don't usually hear about. From movies, to TV, to music, to sports, to gaming, to anything really. You never know what the topic will be, but you're guaranteed a new angle and a different conversation about it, that's for sure. You can find Going Off Topic anywhere and everywhere that you get your podcasts. Check out our social media feeds on Facebook, Going Off Topic with Kyle Fauché, on Twitter, going_off_topic, and don't forget about anythingbutcredible.com, where you can find everything for the pod, including the written blog post. That's right, we're carrying over the Going Off Topic blog to anythingbutcredible.com too. So check it all out there, and I'll catch you on the next topic.
welcome to Offended, presented by PWP Nation. It's your boys, Tricky, Stoutsy, and Core.
What up?
What's up, you fucking marks?
And some breaking news from us here. We're finally have our own Apple Podcast feed, baby! Ow!
Now even I can find the pod.
Yeah, finally.
It's about damn time.
And if you just search Offended on the Apple Podcast now, I mean, we're like right there. I love it. So subscribe to us. Give us that 5-star rating, baby. Do it.
Get it.
Subscribe. 5 stars. Do it. Subscribe. 5 stars. Do it.
Is that a Yo Gotti song? 5-star bitch?
It is.
I think it's
Great
Yo Gotti.
song.
Is it?
That's my guy.
Oh, it is.
Oh, it is.
Oh, it is.
That's us. That's who he was talking about.
5 stars. Subscribe. 5 stars. Subscribe.
Does Spotify have a rating system? I don't think it does.
No, it doesn't, but you can subscribe to Spotify, too.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
I think you can just follow on Spotify.
Yeah, follow on Spotify, but subscribe on Apple Podcasts. And make sure if you're in Freehold, New Jersey on April 27th, there's the 80s Wrestling Con that takes place at I Play America. Over 20 80s wrestling superstars will be appearing, including Jake the Snake Roberts, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Brother Love, Wendy Richter, and more. And PWP Nation has their own table there, baby. For more information, go to 80swrestlingcon.com or go to their Twitter, which is at 80s Wrestling Picks for more information. All right, let's get into the fucking show. Fuck ABC.
Just going right in on that?
I'm going right into it.
We're about 2 months, man. I'm kind of out of the loop.
We need our war music. All right.
Yeah. Do you know what's going on, Core?
I got a little here and there. Let me tell you. Ooh, that kind of sounded dope. Let me tell you. I mean, straight up to my boy TG. I know no love lost there, but sorry about you, brother. I saw him this weekend. I'm sure we'll segue into that later.
Yep.
But yeah, now I kind of got to get filled in on the odds and ends. I know they were talking shit on some childhood classics, from what I understand.
Oh yeah,
yeah, which is pretty weak sauce. Kind of picking at low hanging fruit too. I mean, what I always say is, I don't know. We're gonna have to get into specifics. But there's some movies I don't like watching as an adult because, like, yeah, you can pick it apart and shit on it if you want to, but it's all about like the fucking nostalgia and shit, So I don't know. You guys need to fill me in a little bit on what's cracking.
Here, I'm gonna play a little snippet.
Okay.
So they started taking digs. At Over the Top.
Oh yes,
yeah. They started going in on Over the Top, and that's
where you draw the line.
Yeah. That's there was a line, and they clearly passed it when they started talking about Over the Top. It's like my child.
It's like a baby to you.
It is.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah. I'm trying to bring Over the Top back. I want a remake.
Oh.
Sly is still in good enough shape for an Over the Top too.
So basically what Keith is saying is that Over the Top is better than...
Who was talking noise on Over the Top?
Oh, Jim and I both were.
You guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so they were responding to
because we responded
shots
to
fired.
them.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, they fired shots first.
Yeah.
Okay, I dig.
It goes on.
They went on and decided they...
Let me tell you something. I don't even know what the fuck Over the Top is.
Over the Top's that arm wrestling movie with Sylvester Stallone.
I heard something about Sly, but yeah, that doesn't sound like that's down your boy's alley.
Yeah.
Also, is that Keith talking about passing the line? Is crossing the line, Keith?
Yeah. Keith and words don't really go hand in hand.
No, but so okay, so they mentioned that movie that I've never heard of, and then what were they talking noise on? I heard something about what was it? I can't remember it now.
So basically, they started talking shit on the Sandlot, and Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
And
those
they basically
you can even rewatch.
Basically, we're saying it's canceled.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Here's my thing.
They're canceling
is if they just would have been like when they were like,
what?
"Hey, I'm kind of over it." I would have been like, "They're like, I don't really, it's kind of not my taste anymore." Whatever, I can get that. Like, you don't really care to watch it. Whatever.
Shouldn't be your fucking
but you
taste.
can't.
It was made for a child.
You can't cancel it.
Right. I mean, I'm about to have a kid, so there's not shit that's fresher on my mind than that. Like, Lion King,
told him,
Toy Story, Sandlot. That's
Mighty
like
Ducks.
same fucking category.
Exactly.
Mighty Ducks. That's
But
all shit you got to show your kids.
Over the Top, there's legit a scene in Over the Top where Sylvester Stallone looks forward and takes his hat that's facing forward and turns it around backwards because he's ready to go.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds pretty hype. I bet you I would fuck with this movie.
the movie.
I'm kind of upset I haven't seen it. Have you guys both seen it? Am I the one that's missing out here?
I think it sucks.
Yeah.
I
now
don't
I'm
think
never
it's
gonna
like.
have an unbiased perspective.
Am I on mute?
No, I'm probably just talking really loud. Feels like I'm talking.
Yeah,
really
no,
loud.
you just literally cut it. Like, I feel like there's a delay, and you're just like all up in my shit whenever I speak.
Okay. That's probably just because I'm getting passionate about the topic. But
I'm just
I'll slow
over
it
here
down a little.
stuttering. And
Let's get back to the topic at hand. Jim, you go.
No, so Over the Top is I've seen it. It's actually like it's a good shitty movie. Like, I'll watch it because it's just so fucking bad. But to cancel those other two, they'd be like, yeah, but Over the Top's good forever. I'm like, if you're gonna cancel Sandlot and fucking Mighty Ducks, how come you're not cancel Space Jam while you're at it? If you're fucking rolling the ball down that hill.
It's a good point. It's a valid point.
And they're just like, no, fucking no. Like, I can't just like watch the Sandlot. I'm like, bro, literally the other week I was walking through my living room, heard the music getting ready for Benny the Jet Rodriguez to put on his PF Flyers, and I just stood there and watched the TV. Like, stood up and watched the scene, and I was just like, I could do that religiously.
I mean, if you're going to cancel anything with that premise, then you kind of got to keep it consistent, Sounds like, I mean, I've never seen this Over the Top movie, but there's no way, and from what I can surmise, that it would be less cheesy than The Sandlot or Mighty Ducks, especially. I don't know. I feel like if you're going to cancel one, you got to cancel them all. That's basically what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, Dildo K was the one saying that we should have an arm wrestling contest. Yeah, I'm not calling him Killer K. I'm calling him Dildo K, by the way. Ha ha ha, Keith.
Killer Keith.
Oh, Keith Sutherland? Word.
Word.
What's up, Keith?
I like that.
But, I like when they ask Grifford for his opinion. He goes, don't ask my opinion, because I might agree with offended. But he goes, but fuck that podcast.
Yeah, see, I was going to say.
That was funny.
I don't feel much animosity, because I saw TG this weekend, and I was like,
I was staying right next to you.
Yeah, we cool. I've been
Maybe
out
say
sick for
we
2
saw
weeks
TG.
anyways. Yeah. Well, yeah, we did. I mean, Jim,
Yeah,
Jim.
I was just, I just threw some jabs at him on Twitter. I was like, you guys obviously were picked last in kickball, and nobody ever played catch with you. That's the only explanation to why you just don't like those movies anymore. I do agree that, like, when, like, the 25th anniversary came out, you had a bunch of fucking out-of-the-wood posers being like, oh, my God, I loved when Smalls took the hockey puck and put it in the hoop. And it's like, shut up. You don't even know the fucking movie. Back off.
They had a good idea, though.
What?
They had a really good idea. Because Keith really wanted to do an arm wrestling competition. Arm WrestleMania is what he wanted.
That'd be hype.
But I think it was Dugan or maybe
it was Fauché.
Fauché, yeah. He brought up maybe a kickball game between the three of us versus the three of them. We get to pick like 2 or 3 more players to come play with us. Like we draft to our team.
But we also got the wheelchair kid right now.
So I said once he comes off the IR, it's going to be like making that major trade at the trade deadline again.
No, dude,
it's like riding a bike for Jimbo. He does come in swinging, so
just put a porta potty at home plate. I'm just going to hit dingers, and I'll just round the bases.
Hitting dingers!
Hit some dingers! And then I'll just like round home, and I'll hit the porta potty, and
I'd be down for that, or just like some straight up wiffle ball.
Jim, what are you going to do?
Hit some dingers!
Hey, baseball's back tonight.
Greatest clip ever. It starts tomorrow.
Hitting dingers!
Dingers!
What are we going to do? We're going to hit some dingers!
God. Yeah, I'd play him in any sports. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I dropped a bunch of weight, so now I'm just more aerodynamic, probably quicker. Maybe not as stronger, but I'm just one athletic fat fuck, so I could take him in literally any sport they want to go in.
You're like Keith Kachuk 2 years after the lockout.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a beautiful explanation.
Thank you.
But yeah, no, I would single-handedly beat all 3 of them in a sport.
I mean, yeah, I think we all would. I mean,
so
we're discussing athletic prowess. Yeah, I don't
think Keith.
Maybe Dugan. Maybe Dugan's the one that I feel like could be the most athletic out of the 3. No offense, Grifford and Dugan.
I don't think
Keith.
I will even offer
Keith has
a series of matches just for the sake of not being able to say it was a one-off. Perhaps like a best out of 3.
Yeah, I like that.
An academic triathlon.
Yeah, I dig that.
I think
like old school style.
Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking more old school. Like, we got to pass the written test. We got to show team spirit. Got to pass the athletic qualifications.
See, I was just thinking about I could just read like a children's book and just explain it.
Yeah.
But the puppy
like Go Dog
found
Go.
its way.
Yeah, that's fair.
Corey,
Up,
did you just watch Old School this weekend?
Not this weekend, but recently. Yeah.
It was just on TV the other day, so I was like, oh, he probably watched it.
I only rock that antenna TV.
He probably watched it at the same time I did.
No, I was so sick last week. I had like a case of DVDs.
Yeah, you sent the Snapchat to me.
Wow.
Hannah lent me, and like I just went through them, dude. I mowed down some DVDs, and Old School was one of them. I was like, fuck yes.
It sounded funnier because you were just like, I was so sick, I had a case of DVDs, and then you just stopped. I was like, oh, dude, how sick were you? Dude, I had this gang of DVDs.
DVD positive, bro.
I had the case of DVDs, bro.
But I had the flu.
It wasn't high definition.
And the best cure was for sure a case of DVDs and some Pedialyte. Shouts out to anybody that went through that, by the way. I guess I've never had the flu as an adult. It's fucking You'll have to watch DVDs for damn near 3 days straight.
I had it a few years ago, dude. It sucks.
Yeah, it's fucking rough.
Anyway.
Shut the fuck up. I'm on like fucking I'm on like 7-8 months of dealing with this crap.
No, that's the best part.
Yeah, dude, we feel your pain, man, but
rough.
we got over it pretty quickly.
1 week of
so.
having the flu.
I told Jim after last week, it was like Thursday, and it was the first day I got to seat outside since Monday. So I was only inside for like 2 days. And I was going fucking insane. And I told Jim, like, Jesus, dude, I'm so sorry. Let's just start going on walks. I was like, I couldn't even do fucking 48 hours of this, dude, and I had to get out of my house.
I'm so sorry.
Corey goes, dude, he basically was like, I can't believe you didn't just like off yourself already.
Yeah, I did pretty much say that. Like, dude, I was going insane. I was even doing push-ups inside my house and shit. Like, I couldn't fucking take it. So I just can't imagine. I love you, buddy. Get back to us soon. I feel like springtime.
We all love you.
Positive vibes. Bringing some life back. You know, get some vitamin D. Yeah. Sun's out longer.
Jim, we all love you, but apparently ABC doesn't love you.
I was just going to say, and if you need any further motivation,
so
you got to whoop some ABC ass.
ABC Podcasts. You listening, motherfuckers? So we accept your kickball challenge, you pieces of shit, just when Jim gets off the IR first, okay? All right? Yeah. You let him get off the IR. But it's accepted, you sons of bitches.
Hopefully by the end of
You know what's funny? Is that I tweeted them. I don't think they maybe know like that I'm sick or something. I don't know. They might not know the severity. But I tweeted at them. It was like I was like, I'm so amped up about this fucking fight that I would literally cork my asshole to come over to that place. And they said it on the podcast, and I was dying laughing. I was like, they probably have no idea what that means.
They just think you're like a terrible shit talker.
What the fuck is this guy talking about?
Fucking intense. I'll cork my own asshole.
Wow, dude, Stout's a psycho.
Stout will shove something up his ass and go fight you. That's what you know. He's serious.
It probably threw him off. They're probably like, damn, this dude probably like corks his butt to keep all this energy inside and just like goes nuts.
Yeah, without some context, that's a way hyper tweet.
All right, well, anyway, challenge accepted. Let's move on. Songs of the week, I guess. Let's get into it. Songs of the week.
Let's hit it.
All right. Songs of the week. You can go download. Now, you can't download it, but you can go listen to our playlist exclusively on Spotify at Offender Presents Songs of the Week. Who wants to go first?
Go ahead, Jim. Now, you know what? Todd's got to go. Because, Jim, you can't see Todd. I can see Todd.
My first song is Take a Walk by Passion Pit.
Oh, nice. Take a fucking walk, he did.
Take a walk. Take a walk. Oh, not take a shit.
It's probably nice. Well, that just reminded me. I had like my first official like good fart without pooping the other day. Just a little fun fact of songs of the week.
Good job.
But yeah, take a walk. I was like, you know what? I need to try to take walks, and literally I just take walks in my backyard because it's close to my house where I can run into. So
yeah, we get it.
Just been walking around the yard.
Oh, shout out, Jim, to your Snapchat yesterday. I was fucking crying laughing. My grandma was laughing her ass off because I played it right in front of her.
Wait, which one? With my nephew?
His nephew and the Fribby?
No. One where your bathroom wasn't working.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, look, they're building a fucking wall!
Oh, look. I go, oh, look, they finally built a wall. Good for them.
Just after, like, a fucking 2-minute rant. And then that's just the next thing you watch. I love how I saw, like, the 2-minute rant. And the very next thing that popped up on my Snapchat without even, like, any pause was just like, oh, look, they're building the fucking wall. This is perfect.
Oh, well,
yeah, I told Jim he just needs to make, like, a whole Instagram of this guy.
He needs to save these.
Well, dude, I haven't driven down to the city in months.
Yeah.
So, like, I haven't driven down fucking River de Pear, and it was the weirdest thing ever. I was like, it's been over 10 years since I've driven down what the fuck am I trying to say right now? God, I'm stupid. Like, it's the longest I've gone in the last 10 years without going into the city. And I was just like,
probably since before high school.
Yeah, and I was like, what is going on? What's this wall? And I was like, oh yeah, flooding. And then I was like, oh, well, I might as well snap this dope shit. Yeah, it was wild. It was a wild day.
A very unique perspective to have on things. To always be having the shit. Mm-hmm. That'll change your fucking point of view, bro.
Mm-hmm. What was the text that you sent us? I was fucking cracking up. You were like, I missed this shit. You're just like some bum asking for a cig. I missed this shit.
Oh, I had fucking... I'm 5 minutes into the city and fucking... I get honked at on a two-way street because the asshole... I was on the side where there was cars on the street, like, parked, so I was, like, pulled over as much as I could, and he was on the side where nobody was parked, so he could have moved over. Mm. He honks at me, and I'm just like, city. Yeah. I pull up to a stoplight, and this bum is just, like, doing, like, how you flick a lighter at me, and I was like, no, and he's like, what about a cigarette? And I was just like, no, bro,
How do you go from asking for a cigarette to be lit to just asking for crafty motherfuckers?
Yeah, I know, man. I was just, I thought about that for a while too. I was like, this guy's fucking, that guy just tried to mind fuck me back.
I'll never forget.
Glad to see I still got my city.
Right, he was trying to get your fucking wits about you.
I'll never forget, like, literally a week after the Cardinals won the World Series in 2011, it was like a homeless guy, like, asking for, like, some money from me. But this dude was definitely not homeless. Like, his clothes were way too clean. He's wearing a brand new World Series champions hat, like,
can you believe that?
Fresh like Nikes. And I'm like,
what if this dude just left, like, Goodwill, though?
No, I go, oh, yeah, you're homeless, and how'd you get that new hat? And he just goes, man, you're fucking good, and walked away. I'm like, dude, it's pretty obvious, man.
That's, like, the worst.
Yeah. Like, Jesus Christ. Anyway.
Yeah, you don't even try.
Right. Man, you fucking good. Like, no, it's really not that hard to tell, man.
Where was that?
All right.
It was at Loughborough, that exit right there. Right by Schnucks.
Yeah. I gotta start putting in more effort, man.
Mm-hmm.
Is it me?
Did you go? Yep.
I did not go. You mean you want to go? I can go.
Nah, man, you go.
All right. My second song is called Style, the new song by Foster the People. It's actually
man.
It's actually really different from, like, their other stuff. It's a little more, like, heavy hitting. I like it a lot.
Wait, that's your second song?
It's my first song.
Okay.
Did I say my second song?
Yeah, you did.
My bad.
Fucked me up, bro.
My first song is Style by Foster People. I like it. It's different from other stuff. The lead singer doesn't even sound the same in the song. It's kind of good. Kind of cool, I mean.
I had a U2 song pop up the other day. Thought of you.
Was it the one I sent to you?
No. It was just a random one on YouTube. I almost put it on my songs of the week, though, but then I forgot what it was. So, yeah.
Are you sure it wasn't the one I sent to you? Because I was like, check this song out. Let me know how it is. And you never got back to me.
Yeah, no. It popped up, like, very randomly on something else. But, I mean, shout out, dude. Yeah, I dig it. You know I'm bad at text. I'm bad at everything phone-related. I'm just not good.
How do I make this party private?
Yeah, right. I couldn't even make my own fucking party on Facebook. I feel like
that's showbiz, baby.
Yeah. I don't know whether to be worried or happy about that, to be honest with you.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah. I mean, I got folk like Jim to fuck it up for me. Went and made a private party.
I mean,
shit.
I could have made it for you. I make events all the time. WrestleMania next week.
We figured Jim's a little.
Oh my god, Jim!
Jesus right there, Christ. Dude. We figured Jim's a little, preoccupied, so we try to hook him up with a little something. All right, on that note,
I tried to mute it on.
No, dude, that
wasn't muted
so
at all.
Romantic, dude. Jesus
you have a mute button on the Skype app, dude.
Yeah, but my phone was locked, and it was a matter of seconds.
Dude, that's how it goes. We got to give direct insight into these types of issues. Man. We got to raise awareness. People are living like this. That's fucked up. Oh, man. I'm so sorry, Jim. Well, to brighten your day a little bit more, my first song is Perfect Duet by Ed Sheeran and Beyonce, because that popped on the way over, and I was like, just a fucking little sneaky bangerang right here. Already flushing? Is that a flush?
No, that's just water running.
Okay, dig it.
You
could have done that to begin with.
No, it's just the back of the toilet just doing its thing.
I got you. Hey, did you get a bidet yet?
No, not yet.
Bro, how are you sleeping? I mean, dude, you know what? We already talked about this. We're gonna get a GoFundMe.
Oh,
Chip
yeah.
in. I'd buy you one myself, bro, but I'm having a kid, so I gotta get diapers.
Mick almost bought me one the other week, and I was like, "No, it's cool, bro."
Yeah,
I'd buy
that
you
would've
one
been
myself, but I don't have a job, so.
Cool. Yeah, right. We all got our shit going on.
I mean, if you want to come over and bend over and I'll just spray the hose at you, I mean, that should work.
It's like I'm a fucking dog.
Wait, you were like in a fucking electrician's apprentice, right? You should know how to rig something up.
Yeah, I'll
Like
figure something
a
out.
little pipe from the back or something.
Just go get like a super soaker.
All you have to do is buy one of the ones that it just attaches to the toilet. Toph has one. I used it for the first time on Mardi Gras. It's an absolute game changer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Jim, what's your second song, motherfucker?
Well, my second song this week. A little throwback to a guy named Jack Johnson. Remember him?
Wow.
Hockey player? Play for Columbus?
No, not that guy. You're thinking of Mark Johnson.
No,
1980s Olympic.
Jack Johnson played for Columbus.
I think there was a Jack Johnson.
Played for the Kings, Columbus. I think he plays for the Kings now, actually.
Not exactly an uncommon name.
Yeah, no kidding. Anyway, little song called Upside Down.
Oh, great fucking song. Yes, please.
That's a great song.
Fucking,
I know.
That's give my grandma
Isn't
a
it?
shout out. That's like one of her all-time favorite songs.
Just came in my head the other day, and I was like, "That's a good song."
I wanna turn the whole thing upside down. Curious George soundtrack. That's a fucking goddamn, Jim. That's a good fucking song.
Do what? Oh yeah, I know.
Good song.
I'm actually going to add that to my playlist right now.
Great song.
You're welcome.
Pick.
You're welcome.
Nice. All right. Well, my second song is by Catfish and the Bowmen. They had a new song come out this last week called "To All." Really good. Just another typical Catfish and the Bowmen song. All their songs sound the exact same, but I love them.
What's it called?
"To All."
It's like your fourth week in a row with
all.
Yeah, it's like the number 2 and all like is one thing. But yeah, it is. I've had them in the last. I've had 3 songs by them in like the last like month, I think. I guess they have a new album coming out. But you know, Jim, you know, Windows Down, indie song, Roadhead, the typical.
And I'll tell you what, the other day when I had to drive to my sister's, I had every window down.
Did you feel that breeze in your hair?
Oh, dude, it was so nice. I was like, this is incredible.
Whoa,
Yeah,
Boston and Rangers are getting into it, getting a little feisty.
As they should.
And shout out, let's go Vegas Golden Knights tonight. If they win the game, Blues clinch playoff spot, baby.
I dig
Let's go
that.
Revo. All right. Second song, Corey.
Moi? Ooh, nice little throwback ditty. Good Morning by Chameleonaire.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Specifically think of Jim Stout. That's like my absolute A1 go-to song for Jim Stout.
Thanks.
Yeah. Want to show all of my haters love.
I don't think of Kanye, though.
I think, is Chameleonaire the one that went broke? Because
I
he made
think
a song
so.
with, no.
I think he
That
did
was
go,
Lil Flip. Lil
he
Flip-
didn't go broke, though, too?
Well, I'm sure he probably did, but I think Lil Flip went way broke because he jacked a Nintendo beat
He jacked Pac-Man.
for Game Over.
Really?
Yeah. So he was like Vanilla Ice times like a billion, dude.
Yeah, he
Because that song gets played way more.
Shout out Vanilla Ice, and that's my boy, Adam Sandler movie, because he's like the funniest part in that movie. Fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's a nice addition. I wouldn't venture to say the funniest.
I don't know, I just like the line.
Adam Sandler's pretty good.
Yeah, it's like the line where he's like, "Hey man, Ice Ice Baby's like, don't bring that shit up. I gotta pay the radio stations because they play that song."
Yeah, no, he says like, don't you have royalties for that? He's like, I'm broke from that.
Yeah, that's it.
And shouts out Chicken Nugget or Pocket Chicken Nugget. Is that what that was?
Pocket Chicken Nugget.
Pocket Chicken Nugget. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And that's my boy.
yeah. What's your name, Han Solo? Why don't you just get another burrito, Todd?
That's my favorite. Why wouldn't you just get another burrito, Todd? It's like one of the best delivered lines I've ever heard.
It really is.
Yeah, that guy's pretty perfect in that movie.
Oh man.
Gotta pump that motherfucker up.
Is it my song?
Yes.
Yeah, number 3.
Number 3. My number 3 this week is a little song called Fashionable People by Joel Plaskett Emergency. Just a good little ditty, a little music, windows down. Actually, I heard it on I watched all of Letterkenny in like 3 days. And first off, just fucking phenomenal show.
Mm-hmm.
Second, incredible soundtrack.
Really?
Oh, yeah, like, just out of nowhere, they just have, like, fucking good songs that just go fucking perfect with their fucking idiotic Canadian lifestyle. Dude, I swear to God, after watching the show, I literally just want to go buy. So fuck off, Corey.
What?
It's your text. But I literally just want to move up to like fucking Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, get a farmhouse, and just be a fucking Canadian farmer. Just seems like the best life.
Yeah, until winter.
Let's have a Donnybrook, bro.
There's fucking Donnybrook, bro. Yeah, dude, don't give a fuck about the winter. You just play hockey.
That's true.
You want to be my Chalentine?
Yeah, bro, you're chilling. Dude, maybe we don't put away the chill.
Yeah,
bro, maybe she wants to play. Maybe she wants to play chill too.
Maybe you keep the chill system out, dude. Neat.
Fucking great show. Great soundtrack.
I'm gonna give a little honorable mention on my songs of the week. I'm gonna play it right now because it's only a 20-second song.
I'll take the large, please. Can't believe my eyes. Sprinkles and fudge and a smelly surprise. Oh, ice cream lady, thank you for letting me eat your pussy.
Great song.
I love how you just put that whole album out. I'm pissed. He's coming to St. Louis June 5th, but I'll be in fucking Florida.
Just don't go to Florida.
I might. I mean, if the Blues go to the Stanley Cup, I might just stay. So,
That'd be weird.
If the Blues go to the Stanley Cup and you don't stay, I will never talk hockey with you again.
I would. Well, depending on how the schedule is, because you know how the NHL likes to prolong the fuck out of the last round.
Yeah.
If we don't have home ice and I'm in Florida, that would be like fucking amazing. So that way I could just like come home, like on a home game. That would be perfect.
That would be clutch.
Yeah. So that way I can just watch the game in Florida like an away game, so it wouldn't matter. That would be dope.
True.
I would miss the atmosphere here, though. Anyway, it's my third song, right?
Yep.
My third song is by Tame Impala. They have a new song out called Patience. It's really good, really funky. It's kind of like a little disco vibe, a little bit to it.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, you have.
Who is it?
Tame Impala.
Nope, never heard.
Yo, yes, you have.
Tame Impala.
I'm telling you that I have not heard them.
I'm telling you, you definitely have.
I'm telling you, I definitely have.
They've been around for a while.
Doesn't mean I fucking heard them.
Sounds kind of familiar. Yeah, definitely know that song.
Nope.
They're lying.
Is that in a movie or something? I mean, when you play one, you pretty much play them all.
You definitely heard them, Jim. Come on.
I really haven't.
You're lying. You've heard Elephant. The first song I played, you definitely heard that song. The song's been around forever.
Jim,
I'm just gonna agree with you, I guess, so you just feel good about it, but no, I haven't.
Pretty sure they opened for Kings of Leon here in St. Louis, actually.
Okay, well, I haven't been to a Kings of Leon concert in St. Louis since 2008, and I'm pretty sure I didn't come for the pre-show.
It's valid. All right, whatever.
He's got a good point.
Yeah, whatever. But Tame Impala, Patience, whatever. Corey, what the fuck?
Tame Impala?
Tame Impala.
It's Tame?
Tame?
I didn't know if it was Tame or Tan.
Pam?
There was an M. Yeah, an M
Tame.
situation.
T-A-M-E.
Gotcha. Is it me?
Yes, it's you. Jim, I swear to God you've heard this.
Number 3?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Simple Man. Leonard Skinner, baby. It's a phenomenal song for this time of the year.
Bum, bum, bum.
Driving out to the property.
Bum, bum, bum.
Getting out to the country, you know.
True that.
Shooting some guns.
Bang, bang.
It is It is the Skinnerd.
Yeah. It's Skinnerd season, baby.
Leonard Skinnerd season.
Good pick.
What's your fucking fourth song? We probably never heard of it. Never heard of them.
I don't know why you get so butthurt when people are just like, I haven't heard of them before.
It's true. I could easily be mistaking that band for another band that you've played before. I think I have heard that song in a movie.
I don't care. I'm just trying to get the banter up. It's kind of been like a slow-moving episode. We're on the same side right now.
Why haven't you heard my music? My fourth song. I don't know if I picked. No, I don't think I have. I don't think I did. Fuck! I can't remember if I picked this a couple weeks ago or not. "Get Low" by Lil Jon and the East Side Boys.
Oh, you definitely did.
Vaguely familiar.
You definitely did.
I definitely did.
Vaguely familiar.
Yeah, I'm almost
God's
positive.
got the list up
Here,
right here, so he'll
let's
tell you.
go.
I almost did that earlier too, James.
I don't have your songs from last week still, so maybe you picked it last week.
Well, I think it's been a couple weeks because I haven't been here in a couple weeks. So I think it was probably the last time I was back. So check 218. No, what the fuck? No, 313. That might have been it.
I might have picked it.
What was it again?
"Get Low" by Lil Jon and the East Side Boys.
And the boys from the East.
No, you picked "Lovers and Friends."
That's right. I picked "Lovers and Friends." Yeah, so I got a little "Get Low," Lil Jon and the East Side Boys.
There you go. All right.
Nice.
Banger.
A ditty for sure.
To the windows. See, I feel like we were singing "To the Windows, to the Wall." Maybe we were just at a bar doing that. I don't remember.
I mean, it's very popular.
Yeah.
You're not doing life right if you don't bust out and fucking "To the Windows, to the Wall" at least
To the
every
sweat
couple
drop down
months.
my ball. Yeah.
Like, that's just the way to do it.
But yeah, good pick. Good pick.
Do you remember, have you ever seen that video of the guy on the subway, and he's just like some bigger looking middle-aged white dude, and he's just hammered, and he's just bust out all of a sudden. He's like, "To the window!" Just out of it. He's like,
it's so funny.
He just starts yelling it. It's fucking amazing.
Or how about all the mixers when we were kids? And like they play the edited version, but everybody would just start like yelling the real lyrics, and they turned the song off.
Did that happen to you?
Hell yeah! Every mixer I went to, it
I don't
always
think
happened.
they rocked like that at Word of Life.
I got
They just
so
let
many.
it keep going.
Where's Weird Life at?
I got so many jean
Right,
skirt cock rubs to
Donovan,
that song. It's
shout
not even
out.
funny.
And Eichelberger.
No.
Yeah, no doubt, dude.
They always shut it off at Resurrection. I remember that.
Yeah. Typical county school.
All right.
I was just going to say it. The most I remember it being played was at the boys' club before basketball games. And that shit was hype.
My fourth song is by some unknown rapper named Logic.
Do you like that video I tagged you in today? Did you watch that?
What was it?
It was basic bro comments, and the one was I tagged Jim specifically because he was like, "Dude, I don't care what you say, Logic's the best rapper alive." And I was like, "Oh shit, it's Jim Stout, dude."
I don't think I watched it.
I don't think I've ever said that, but you know.
No,
Anyway.
I mean, we were all just on the Logic game for a quick minute there. I feel like you introduced me to it, to be honest with you, so I just wanted to call you out.
Jim totally introduced me to Logic for sure. But his new album is pretty fucking awesome. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, actually, Corey, I really think you'd like the new album. It's like literally nothing. Like I think you would just like.
It's like not hip hop at all.
If you were just like, honestly, I could see you just like sitting down while you're high,
I funks with some Logic.
doing something, or just even fucking around the house, or just while you're chilling, you'd be like, damn, this is actually pretty fucking good.
I could dig that.
But
He's got some good ones.
Logic, Pretty Young Girl song I'm picking off this new album. Fucking just great song, dude.
Good song.
Great song. I like it a lot. I like how it seems like every song, at least what I've listened to off that album so far, is like a play on older songs.
It is, dude. There's like there's a Chili Peppers song, kind of pretty much. There's a what's it called?
There's a Tribe Called Quest. I mean, Can I Kick It?
Yeah, that one. But there's a song. Oh, it's called Lemon Drop. That literally, it's so similar to like a Chili Pepper song. It's so good.
Mm-hmm. And then I saw the DeLorean name on that one. I almost picked that song. I was like, it's too slow, but it's totally like a shout out to Back to the Future.
Oh yeah, he's a huge Back to the Future and like Rick and Morty dude.
Perfect.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Loves him. Good pick.
Thanks, man.
I was wondering what song you were gonna like off that album.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to give it a go.
That's my favorite so far. I haven't listened to the whole thing yet, but I was listening to it today, actually, right before Corey came over, and I was like, this song's really good.
Yeah, it's good. Core?
Me?
Yep.
Number 5?
Number
Course
4.
I just wanted to pick a song that was the exact opposite of Simple Man. And then also it just so happened to pop on, so it was pretty convenient. But G'd Up by the Wu-Tang Clan is
nice.
Absolute
Wu-Tang?
poetry. Yeah, that's a fantastic song.
RZA's trying to get Wu-Tang into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame right now, which they
totally fucking
try.
I know, that's what I was going to say. Shouldn't have to try at all.
Dude, I follow on Facebook, it's like throwback hip-hop, and literally at least 3-4 times a week, it's always a Wu-Tang video, or it's like a Wu-Tang performance, and like their performances were so sick, because it would just be at like Apollo Theater-like places.
Oh, dude, the hype.
And everybody would just be going like nuts and just like having a fucking blast. And like there's fucking how many of them on stage? I'm like, I would have loved to go to a fucking Wu-Tang show.
Dude, I'm still waiting just for Hit 'Em High to get like released on Spotify, just from the Space Jam soundtrack. 'Cause that song's fucking dope as fuck.
Are they actually making a Space Jam 2?
Yeah.
So they should definitely have a song on that.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But it's it's going to be like Kendrick Lamar and like poppy bullshit. It's not going to be like the badass like hip hop artists that were on.
True.
No, it'll be everybody that LeBron's fucking with right now in the music industry.
Oh, so it's going to be Drake.
Right.
2 Chainz and
doubt.
Drake and those fucks.
And
it'll probably not even be an original Drake song. It'll be that one that that LeBron used in, remember his like little fucking gayest documentary that was popular as shit.
So who's gonna? Yeah, it's totally gonna be Drake. Because I'm thinking like I Believe I Can Fly, and I'm like, oh, Drake can kind of sing, not really, but that's who they're gonna go to for like a slower song for Space Jam.
Yeah. Well, even I Believe I Can Fly is not ruined, but there would be no bringing R. Kelly back.
No,
so, kind of ruined.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh man, number 5.
So my number 5.
Yep.
My number 5, also from the new Logic album, Supermarket. First song on the album, Bohemian Rhapsody. Clever name.
Good song.
And it's
good song.
I like it because I didn't even think about it, but it switches up the beat a few times, like going towards the end. I was like, oh yeah, kind of like a little Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, it's a chill song. It's probably my windows down song off that album.
Fun fact: I just found out my great grandma family came from Bohemia. I didn't even know that was an actual fucking place.
That's wild.
Yeah, straight gypsies. Just running around.
I didn't even know it was a real place, bro.
I really didn't.
So
it's like the original Czech Republic, I guess. Who the fuck knew? Didn't read up enough, I guess.
Just fuck. Jim, did nobody know this album was coming out?
No, because he people knew that he dropped a novel called Supermarket, so he wrote a soundtrack for the novel, which is kind of dope.
It's pretty gangster.
And they knew the novel was coming out, but they didn't know that he was dropping this. Because I was on Twitter, it was like midnight, and all of a sudden it was like, people were just like, yo, what the fuck? And I was like, when did this happen?
Let's say, because you texted me at like midnight on Monday, and you go, dude, Logic just completely dropped an album out of nowhere. Like,
I did like a quick 30-second scan through of the songs.
Scan screw?
And I was like, damn, man, these are all kind of catchy. I texted him, he was like, dude, and then I even told you, I was like, it is nothing like any of his other stuff, like anywhere close to it. I was like, I think you'll really like it. And I never really tell you anything. I was like, about like music, and I was like, no, I think you're really going to dig this. And I was like, what in the fuck? And then I even got the novel, because I was like, fuck it, I'll read, 'cause it's kind of like it's like a psychological thriller comedy kind of fucking thing. And I was like, fuck it, give me something to do. I haven't read in 9 years.
Is it like fiction?
It's kind of based on, it's fiction. It's like kind of based around like his life, but it's like legit like characters and like kind of stuff. I don't know
so
how
he pulled like an Eminem 8 Mile or a 50 Cent Get Rich Die Trying.
No, I guess kind of.
There's
but it's way more creative than that.
if you buy the vinyl of Childish Gambino's Because of the Internet album, it comes with like a giant like screenplay that he wrote, and it tells you in the screenplay when to turn on like which song like from the album. It's actually so you listen to it in the background while you read it. It's fucking actually a really cool idea.
Didn't Pink Floyd make their album to the Wizard of Oz? That's way doper.
Yeah.
Damn, did they really?
Pretty sure if you play a Pink Floyd album,
I thought that wasn't like intentional. I just thought like it just like flowed.
I don't know how you could do that completely unintentionally. Pretty sure there was some intention.
They're on LSD.
Well, fuck yeah. Exactly. That's how you do that shit intentionally.
True.
That's wild.
That's wild.
Yeah. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's something like that.
I'm going
to quote you. You said it.
Yeah, you did say
Somebody fact check me, though. Get back to me. Somebody out there listening. If that's not true, I'm definitely going to piss off somebody listening enough. Jesus, Jim.
Sorry.
But, yeah, dude. That's
Sorry.
Oh, my God.
Holy fuck. I won't even... I might take it a step further and say Dark Side of the Moon. I don't know.
I think you're right.
But,
I think you're right.
Any hoozles. Is this your number 5?
It's my number 1. You know, I was thinking about this, and I know we're trying to wait until Jim gets back into the cockpit to do the 90s, last 90s episode. Do you guys still want to wait? Or do the 90s episode and wait for Jim to start the 80s episodes?
Nah, I think we gotta stick to the script.
Stick to the script?
Yeah, we gotta wait for James, man.
All right.
I'm fine with whatever.
I'm cool with that.
Give him some more motivation.
Yeah.
Thanks, fellas.
Yeah, hurry the fuck up, dude.
I was just
talk about this 90s episode.
I know, I was thinking about it today. I was just like, man, I just really want to talk these 90s songs.
Yeah. Also, Jim, I just want to correct you real quick. You said Logic shit was more creative than Get Rich or Die Trying, but you don't need to be creative when you fucking got shot 9 times. Alright, so let's just show some respect to 50 real quick.
I'm just saying right. There's more. There's
yeah.
It's not like...
He didn't need to be creative because he got shot 9 times. That's a good enough story.
You could get creative with that.
I mean, he did.
Where did he get shot? Did he get shot in the penis?
Trying.
A little more creative. Great movie. I love it.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Well, anyway,
it's a good movie.
My first song, since we're going to wait.
Well, I thought you said it.
No, I didn't say it. But last 90s episode will be when Jim returns to the almighty cockpit.
That's right.
So with that being said, my last song this week is a 90s song called There She Goes by the LAs. By the Laws, however you pronounce it. I don't even know. But I was just listening to that on 90s like playlist today. I was like, I haven't heard this song in fucking forever.
There she goes.
There she goes again.
Racing
That's one of the songs you just hear in your head.
Mm-hmm.
And I just can't
complain.
Great song.
This is a good song.
It's a good song.
Corey, what's your song?
Actually...
Da, 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 there she goes.
This is who we talked about last time.
I almost just spit my beer all over the mic.
Back. That would have been pretty amazing, actually.
Sucked.
More so
What'd
if
you
it
say?
was on the laptop.
What were you going to say, Core?
What's up, fuckboy?
Dun, 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 there she goes.
You guys are too predictable nowadays. I mean, dude, I've been...
Jeez.
Off for 2 weeks and just fucking chopping left and right.
Sorry, flu boy.
Fuck out of here. But last time I was here, we discussed a band that sounded old, but I could have sworn they were newer, and that band was indeed Greta Van Fleet. Finally, that fucking song played on the radio, and I got to hear the name of the band. You're the One, Greta Van Fleet.
Wait, that's the band you were talking about, like from a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, they're awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm with Corey.
I just didn't know the new song was them because I had just heard it on the radio.
What scares me about them is that like they have the mentality of like how MGMT were, and MGMT like made great music, but then they were like, we hate being famous, so they purposely made like really shitty music on purpose. So like
to just dip out.
Yeah,
I could see that.
And Greta Van Fleet's now gone on records like being like, we don't want to be famous. I'm like, oh, don't do the we make shitty music on purpose thing. Just keep making your music.
I mean, they could just make music and not like have to tour and shit if they don't want to be famous.
Right? Yeah.
Fuck's a big deal.
They're like, they just want to do. They were just on, but fuck them. They were just on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they
Seems
were
like
way older. I thought they were way older.
Yeah, right? I mean, I thought
Yeah, they're like brand new.
Their shit sounds like it's from the 60s and 70s.
Exactly. And their name sounds like it, too. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, this is
Greta
definitely
Van
like
Fleet,
an old...
right.
Yeah. I was just like, well...
They brought back some solid instrumentals, and that dude's voice is killer.
It is. And this is where, like, I have a question about, like, say for bands like Guns N' Roses, like, for example.
Yeah, they kind of are like a Guns N' Roses.
But but, like, what I'm saying, like, new Guns N' Roses music is, like, really, like, heavy metal. Like, that's, like, kind of newer heavy metal. Why don't they take their old sound and make a new album from that sound? Because that's why they're so fucking loved to begin with. Like,
they're probably bored from playing it for 40 fucking years.
I guess, but it's like, at this point, it's like...
Sure.
I mean, dude, I went and saw Guns N' Roses. They played probably about half and half, new shit, old shit. It was all fairly incredible.
Yeah.
I just, like...
I mean, if Slash is playing, you're going to have a good fucking time no matter what.
And the way that Axl can, like, match his voice perfectly to Slash's fucking guitar.
Yeah.
It's some magical shit happening.
Dude, I mean, that's why they're one of the best bands from the 80s, honestly.
Right. No
Maybe
doubt.
they'll be on some of our song picks for the 80s episodes.
Did you guys get a chance to check out the Motley Crue doc?
No, I haven't, but I want to watch it because I didn't realize.
What's it called? The Dirt?
The Dirt. It's on Netflix. And
it's on Netflix?
Jeff Tremaine directed it. Jeff Tremaine created Jackass.
Jeff Tremaine's done a bunch of shit, actually.
Mm-hmm. He's got his
apparently it's really fucking good.
Yeah, I heard it was. I want to see MGK up in there.
Yeah, Pete Davidson's in it too.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
MGK's Tommy Lee.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Fuck yeah. That's why he got all up on his high horse and decided to go at Eminem, because he was feeling all his fucking fresh off the acting vibes.
I'm in Bird Box, bitch.
Yeah, Jesus, don't get me started. If there's not a sequel to that fucking movie, there
is. It's coming out in October.
It better be 100 times as good too.
You liked it?
Shitting. No, fuck no. I hated that movie.
Oh,
it just looked like a half a written script. But it was like, I see where you might be making another movie, but what the fuck? This is like...
I didn't mind it. I minded... I liked it up until, like, the last, like, 30 minutes of the movie. And then I was like, alright, you guys don't know how you want to go with the script. Like...
Well, and everyone was like, oh, the fucking hidden symbolism and the metaphor. Like, shut the fuck up.
Like...
It was just a bunch of motherfuckers walking around with blindfolds on, and MGK and Homegirl just bang and disappear. Mm-hmm. Like, what the fuck?
Like, I think it's a decent concept, but explain why it's happening.
Yeah, and there's another movie that's exactly like it with fucking Mark Wahlberg. I can't remember the name.
Oh, fuck
We've
that
discussed
movie.
this already.
Oh, my God, that movie sucks.
The Italian Job?
Pretty much. Dude, what was that? It's not the Shining.
Dude, Four Brothers.
Wow, that's close. Yeah.
Andre 3000. Is it The Happening?
It is The Happening.
Yeah, the movie
Same
sucks.
exact fucking premise.
Yeah, but no,
exact.
It kind of is and isn't. But in The Happening, they find out the end. They're just like, yeah, just don't like. I forget what was like the twist at the end because it was so dumb that people were like, just don't do it. Basically,
yeah,
like it was fake, wasn't it?
I don't know, but I'll tell you what put it in a perfect perspective for me. Shouts out to my buddy Tyler Adolphson. We'll see if he listens. What up? But his little brother and sister are both blind, I believe, I want to say. But I know his little brother is for sure, because he told me when he was telling his little brother about the premise of the movie, he was like, oh yeah, really? Like every fucking day for me? And I was like, yeah, that is hype as shit, Tyler's little bro. Shouts out to you, my dude. He just does that shit on a daily basis, so he would be A-okay in that world. And then that's what made me mad too, because they get to like an atrium type thing.
Yeah.
There's not even like a fucking roof on. How are you all of a sudden like impervious to this goddamn shadow thing?
The end is like a bunch of leaves over it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's garbage.
So in the winter, when the leaves fall off the tree,
right,
I guess they all die.
I mean, they couldn't even be in a house with windows, but they can be in a fucking little garden with a roof.
And isn't the sanctuary ran by blind people? It's a blind sanctuary, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I think like the blind...
Sorry for spoiling Bird Box,
I don't
guys.
Give a fuck. Don't watch it. That's a spoiler.
I didn't watch it. I could give two shits
But
about
I think
it.
the blind people were able to like lead the other people that helped them out at the facility to like some other place. I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
Obviously, it had something to do with being blind, and it was just, again, it was The Happening Part 2, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, anyway, that was Songs of the Week. Make sure to go...
Great segment.
Make sure to go check out our playlist on Spotify. If you have Spotify, at Offender Presents Songs of the Week. And quick shout out to Ryan Wilson. He's getting a puppy. I told him to name the dog Bombers, just in case the dog sucks. You wouldn't have a hard time hating it. So.
Yeah, that's a fair way to put that. I was not very supportive of that name when he said it, but that's good logic behind it.
Yeah, I was wondering too about that. You know what's sad? You know what's sad is that when I first get out of my house and go somewhere, it's probably going to be fucking Bombers because that's where
it totally will be. Totally will be.
Jim, you'd be proud of me. I've been on a pretty solid height. When do you think the last time you saw me at Bombers was?
I don't know. I see Trey.
Bro.
Shout out Trey. I see Trey all the time.
All the
with Bombers
homies go
KB.
up there. But every time it comes down to it, I'm just like, man, I'm about to be a dad soon. I don't need that fucking riffraff. And I just kind of...
Can we just go to Francis?
Right? I mean, that's no joke.
No, like, legitimately, like, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, whatever you want to do,
cool
dude.
Do what?
I said whatever you want to do.
Yeah, probably just go to Francis.
Well, you know, it'd be convenient. We always used to climb on top of the bathrooms when we were kids at Francis, so... We'd be right the fuck there for you, buddy.
We did that the last time we were at Francis. Me, you, and Bowman.
Vaguely, but I do.
There was one time I was climbing the scaffolding in Soulard. It's like they're building this new apartment, and like everybody I was hanging out with is already on the ceiling, and I'm the last one like climbing up.
This sounds hectic.
And as I'm climbing, it's like 3 or 4 stories high, and I'm like to the roof. And as I get to the roof, a security guard is just like driving by.
Did he beep you?
Yeah, he beeps me, shined his light on me, and I just froze. And he's like, "What are you doing?" And I just go, just climbing, man. What are you doing?" Like,
right, bro. Just hanging out.
And he's like, "You should probably get down from there." I'm like, "Okay, drive away and I'll get down." Like,
did he take off?
Yeah, he drove away and I climbed down.
Yeah. Oh, dude, why didn't you get on the roof? You're already there.
Because everybody else was freaking out because apparently the roof wasn't completed yet.
That's a shocker.
No shit.
Lame.
Yeah, lame as fuck, though.
Anyway. Yeah, I don't know if you want to bring it up or not.
I'll fight at Tam Ave. Listen, I don't got very much to say about it. Just sometimes we're fortunate enough, even though it's 2019, to have people in this world that will do the rest of their fellow humans a favor and teach an out-of-line cunt a lesson. And I think that's what happened this weekend.
Oh, my God. So this past...
Saturday?
Yeah, Corey and I were at Tam Avenue Saturday night. Chick fight. You know, I'm not really wanting to talk about the fight, but I just want to talk about Katie's reaction.
Oh my God, she was probably just like, "What in the
reaction.
fuck?"
No, Katie was fucking hilarious. She's waiting in line for the bathroom, and like they start arguing. The two girls start arguing, and Katie just stares at him with like a straight face. Kind of picture like John Mulaney, like straight face, just staring at him. And she just turns around and just walks towards the table, just like still a straight face, like not laughing. Katie just goes, "I think there's going to be a fight." Like,
yeah.
And Katie's like, "I just heard the whole thing. It was hilarious, but I think there's going to be a fight." And we turn around, fists are flying. Like a legit rock bottom happened, and there was a huge thud.
Yeah, but it was like very insulated. I don't know. It was weird. When I first looked over, I thought somebody just dropped a drink. And I heard a dude say, like, "Oh, shit." And I was like, I should probably take a peek over there. Right.
So, what made me laugh the hardest is what one of them said to one another, what Katie said. Because it reminds me of this Chris Jericho comment that he said on SmackDown one time. And apparently the quote that the chick said was, "I'm not calling you a bitch, but you're acting like a bitch." And then...
It's a fair way to say it.
It's fucking hilarious. And the Jericho comment was... Called them a bunch of stupid idiots, and they get in the ring. He's like, "Did you just call us an idiot? Did you just call us an idiot?" He goes, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't call you an idiot. I called you a stupid idiot." So it just reminded me of that. I was like fucking crying laughing at that quote for like 20 minutes after that.
That's a good line.
I think the one that received that line probably got served that same lesson.
Yep.
So, yeah, score one for the rest of the fucking humans. That she'll act better around from here on out.
I haven't seen a good bar fight in a while.
To be honest with you, we're pretty fucking old for it.
Yeah.
But like I said, there's an occasion when somebody just hasn't learned a lesson in life yet. So.
And Tam Avenue's not the place where, like, I feel like bar fights happen.
That
like,
was a pretty.
It's a chill like environment.
Yeah,
like it's like super hipster like chill environment. Like
that was a very live night though. There was a lot of people I didn't expect to see. Yeah. I stopped by there with my 8-month pregnant girlfriend to like just slip off to the side and have one.
It was just, it was just funny when
there was just a shitload of people.
When Katie walked in, you're sitting by the front door and your jaw was just dropped like, naked lady?
Yeah. Yeah. And you guys were like the beginning of the onslaught. Like every fucking person that walked in the door after that I knew. And I was like, Jesus, is Jim going to walk through this door? That's the way this fucking night's going.
Tam is kind of turning into the new Bombers a little bit for us.
Noticed. It's a little offshoot, no doubt.
Yeah, like we go there, then we go to Bombers now, it seems like.
I could see that. See, that's what's so perplexing about, I don't want to get too far into it, but we were just talking, like, Dogtown seems like it's happening.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it totally
but
is.
the school's fucking closing. It's like, how does that work? The whole heart of it's shutting down, but the body's still kicking.
The school's shutting. Well, it makes sense because it's kind of turned into a college town and more of a, like, kid,
but there's gonna
family-friendly town.
The natural progression of that is young families here in a few years.
Yeah.
You know, so where the fuck do you send your kid to school? St. James is gone. I don't know. But either way, Sam Avenue, very hype. I've yet to get a burger from that place next door, but yeah, it was a pretty trippy weekend, no doubt.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. That quote though made my whole night.
Yeah.
And well at the Blues game before that though, saw the most American thing ever. So you know, like when they honor like the military person of the night, like whoever served at war or whatever, it's always during the second period. So now the Blues like will like hold a American flag behind them as like we honor them in the second period. Everybody stands up. A guy in a fucking Micah Ruzioni jersey starts walking up to him and just gives him a hug. I'm like, that's awesome. Yeah. What a time for you to show your jersey.
Right.
I think he planned it perfectly. He's like, I gotta walk up and be like, look at my jersey, Micah Ruzioni.
Right.
And it walks back down. I'm like, that was the most American thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's pretty kick-ass.
That's a guy that saw an opportunity and he sure as hell took it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
St. Louis has a game when we started singing the anthem when the mic cut out, right? It was something like that.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mic did cut out and the St. Louis picked it all up because we're Americans.
Yeah, American as fuck. That is pretty cool, though. What the fuck were we talking about?
Nothing. It was just a shout-out moment.
Tight.
All right.
Oh, God.
Anyway. Okay, before we get into Corey's little social justice warrior moment of the week, bring up what you were just talking about when we just paused this just now.
Fucking sliced bagels, right?
Yeah, sliced bagels. Like, obviously, to eat a bagel, you have to... Like a loaf of bread slices, like you slice it like that.
Make sense.
Explain to the listener like what's going on right now, why it's like what's going on Twitter right now.
I guess somebody wrote a blog or something about how like here in St. Louis at some places like Breadco or Panera for you stupid non-St. Louis fucks, or Einstein's.
That's weird.
Like you take the bagels and then you send them through like a slicer and it slices them thin. Then you get like on the side, you get like any kind of like dipping sauce that you want for your bagel. So it's like bagel sticks. It's like French toast sticks, but it's like bagels just thinly sliced.
So
like obviously to eat a bagel
like French fries.
No, like a
that
loaf
sounds
of
like a lit.
Actually,
I'm just gonna keep it simple for you. Like take a loaf of bread and just throw a bunch of like thin bagel slices.
Bagel sticks, though. All right, one more time, Jim.
A loaf of bread.
Yeah, we were talking about
how those are
sticks.
sliced.
I think we're on to something.
Yeah, I heard that.
Right.
You just take the bagel and you just slice it even thinner. Like a fucking tomato, how you dice it down. That's what you do with these bagels, and then you just have thin slices of bagel.
Yeah, so you're saying you slice it up like real thin?
Yeah, not like super duper thin. There's like I don't know how they fucking do
like
it. What
you cut
size
a tomato.
So it's a breadstick.
No.
Yeah, it's just that it's round.
It's more like a piece of white bread, but a bagel.
Yeah, they just slice it in half, right?
They cut it like bread.
Yeah.
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 I've never seen anybody do that, though.
What?
You just cut it in half.
No,
like no, but this is at like restaurants or like little like fucking like what the god like bakery type fucking places.
Bagel.
Yeah.
Cut it in half. So you have two pieces, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think Jim's talking about cutting it like into multiple pieces.
Well, that's weird.
Who the fuck doesn't cut a bagel in half? That's not a thing anywhere.
Yeah.
No, that's not what people are mad about getting cut in half.
That's what I was just telling Todd. We're talking about people think we cut bagels like fucking psychos, like multiple slices off a bagel, right? Yes?
Yes.
Like, instead of in half, let's say in fours. Yes?
Yeah, or even like more.
Yeah, that's fucking... Who does that? What?
That's weird.
Here, hold on.
I don't think anybody does that, but that's worse than...
Hold door.
Well, that's not even worse because actually this Chips Ahoy little plot that they just pulled, phenomenal marketing gimmick because they say that we fill our whole Chips Ahoy container up with milk and just go at it like that. Which, if we really wanted to...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, see, that doesn't...
Has nobody ever been to fucking California Pizza Kitchen? Dude, you got it on your phone. Corey picks up my phone to look at the picture, but he's holding his phone in his hand.
But only on like a fucking breakfast spread or something. I don't think that's like native to St.
People
Louis.
are saying that's weird?
Yeah, people are saying we're fucking psychos here. And I'm like, honestly, it's not the worst idea because if you got like... You can get like...
It's like bagel sticks.
A bunch of little dipping sauces or whatever you want there. You can get the blueberry cream cheese, whatever, and you just fucking dip away. I don't know. I mean, I don't really fucking care. I mean,
we're psychos. Have they ever been to California Pizza Kitchen? They do the
exact
same thing with bread.
Bagel.
Like, but that's CPK. That's not STL, bro.
So
fuck.
It's the same. That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing. Fuck these people on the internet.
Cool for them to do, but they're trying to
fuck
put
these
this
Twitter
on us
marks.
like we're just some weirdos. But
I'm just kind of mad at Chips Ahoy.
The Chips Ahoy thing. I mean, give it. Let's go. Toasted raviolis and fill in our fucking Chips Ahoy things all the way up. Just free publicity.
Well, if we're getting mad at, or if we're shouting out
better with Oreos.
Twitter stuff right now, shout out Colin Jost for liking our tweet this past week.
Thanks, Kyle.
Thanks, Colin Jost. I hope he listens to the podcast. Hey, Colin.
I'm sure he does.
Let us three host Saturday Night Live.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
That'd be incredible.
It would be amazing. Who are these three people on Saturday Night Live? Don't worry about it. Just let them go.
Oh, man.
That'd be the launch pad. Launch
I
pad.
can see it now.
I think Colin might be maybe our most famous celebrity to like one of our tweets. I mean, we're talking like outside of wrestling. Outside of wrestling.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know, man. Stone Cold liked my tweet, and I mean, I know that's wrestling, but he's bigger than fucking everything. So,
what was the one I had liked that you were like, man, fuck you? It was even after the Stone Cold one.
Possibly a Cody Rhodes or a Jericho.
I don't remember.
Can I just interject real quick? Was this whole fucking bagel thing started by Panera? Is that what you said?
Like the slicing them or the story? Like, I don't know who started slicing bagels or who started the story. I just know people outside of St. Louis.
God damn it. It's all ruined.
People out of St. Louis were not happy about it.
Yeah, and people out of St. Louis actually hate that we call it Bread Co.
It's fucking St. Louis Bread Co. Suck a dick.
Mm-hmm. It fucking started here. That's why we fucking call it.
Fuck you, Kristen. Every time. She's like, it's Panera. I'm like, no, it's Bread Company, you stupid dumbass.
And I just want to say...
Stupid bitch.
Shout out one of the homies, Mary Beth. She said it's like turning your bagel into a chip and dipping it in cream cheese. Basically same sentiment we've all shared. But she said it's genius. And, I mean... I don't disagree totally. I guess I've just never thought about that really happening other than for like, you know, like a breakfast type thing, maybe like a breakfast buffet.
I like how
like at work or something.
Yeah.
I like how this bagel thing became an impromptu topic.
Well, I mean, it's pretty good. That's what I'm saying. That's why I have no doubt Panera thought it up. Fucking marketing team's top notch.
All right. Well,
excuse me. Did I just say Panera? Jesus, what a
mark. Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Wow. Oh, he called himself a mark.
I'm such a mark, dude.
Yeah, that's all right. You get a pass for that. All right. So anyway, one of the topics this week was supposed to be Corey was going to count down his top 10 movies. He's going to blow past him since we did it without him last week.
We can get back to that on another day.
All right. We're not going to like sit on it for a while.
It's cool. I mean, it was just my concept, and you guys just did a whole show around it without me. It's fine.
Hey, I don't know if you listened. Did you listen to the whole thing last week? Because I know you were texting us.
Yeah.
At the end.
Well, yeah. First of all, it took me about 9 fucking hours to find the right one. So go on. Shouts out Apple Podcasts. That'll make my life easier.
At the end of the episode, when we were talking about like favorite movies, or towards the end, one of my top 5, I think top 3 was The Replacements. Mm-hmm. Jim forgot that movie. Wasn't on his list.
Oh, it was bad.
See,
it was so bad.
That's why I didn't want to make a quick 10. Like
it wasn't a quick 10. Oh, right now?
No, like me right now, like ad-libbing it.
Do it now.
I mean, that'd be on there. Well, the first 2 movies I can tell you that I would think of are Little Giants and The Replacements.
That was in my... Little Giants was like number 13 for me. So I made 20.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. It's one of the good ones, obviously.
Yep. I haven't watched it in so long, though.
The Rookie. Even though that he plays for the fucking Scrubs. Rookie
of the Year.
Rookie of the Year, yeah.
Oh, the kid that's in American Pie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very hype. Yeah. Kevin, I believe.
Yeah. Well, anyway, since you don't have that, we got your social justice warrior moment of the week, which I think there's a couple this week.
It's a little bit of a doozy. I'm not gonna delve in too far.
Take it away, Corey.
Because I'm definitely starting to almost be turned into a social justice warrior by all this bullshit.
Oh, you are.
But I mean, Jizzy Smollett. Let's just go ahead and knock that one off the bat. Jizzy Omelet, as he said.
You know what's funny about this to me is that like I don't even know if I'm mad. I just like laughed hysterically at like the outcome of this.
No. It's great. It's almost worse for him, I hope. Because I could give a fuck about the legal ramifications, but in the court of public opinion, I hope he gets fucking reamed. And from a financial standpoint of capitalism, I hope that whatever he touches fucking rots. Because, I mean, it just doesn't matter what you are. The sad fact of the matter is that he kind of did his 2 little minority cliques that he tried to, exacerbate in the first place by making the story up. He did them even more of a disservice by not getting actually, charged and prosecuted and going through the court of law, because now it just, discredits a whole entire part of the movement, and he did all of that.
The thing that I don't understand with him doing this was his reasoning. Basically, his reasoning that he said was to get more money out of Empire.
Well, now he's fully denying it, though, right?
Yeah, right. But Empire's in its final season. Mm-hmm. It's like, dude, they're not going to be like, we'll change the contract right now.
He didn't have any fucking other options after Empire.
Oh yeah, because he's not a good actor.
Right.
Obviously,
yeah. Couldn't even act this one out.
Well, that's why it wasn't in Mighty Ducks 2.
Mm-hmm. Bingo. But
wait, he's not in...
We all saw the lines there. Everybody should have known it in '94 that when he wasn't in D2, he was fucking due for some failure in life.
Was he in the third one? Didn't a couple
No, he got cut after the first one. They said you're a fucking bum. Get out of here.
Obviously.
Try to go build your own empire and then destroy it.
Yeah, so the last thing I'll say about that is there's no question in anyone's mind that for whatever reason he got preferential treatment on this. So again, that almost just discredits the movements that he fucked over in the process of making this whole story up. Like him getting off the hook is basically even worse as far as I'm... Because like I said, fuck the legal ramifications. I just hope that in the court of public opinion, he gets fucking reamed.
I just don't understand how he's completely off the hook. That just
I wonder what
mind.
I want to know
if
what
you
the
want to get
plea deal
conspiratorial, apparently he's pretty hooked up with the Obamas. And the Obamas are pretty hooked up in Chicago, as we know. And the police chief was not fucking happy at all about it. And the worst thing is he's going to succeed the most by causing, like we talked about originally, he's going to cause a bigger rift between the fucking zealots on both ends of the spectrum who are too dumb to think for themselves in the first place. And now they're all going to use it as fuel for their fake little fucking fire of hating each other. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty shitty. And then if we can just segue real quick to Cardi B.
This one made me mad.
She basically said what Bill Cosby was accused of, but admitted it. And she's probably not only not going to face any backlash, it'll just make her more fucking famous, I think, which sucks. Which worries me about the Jizzy Omelet scenario as well, but the fuck are you going to do? But this one is like, yo, dude, it's disgusting that little fucking girls look up to this chick.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking next level. You're corrupting. This is what I mean when I say that music actually, like, I sound like a fucking old-ass man.
I mean,
like,
well, you're having a daughter, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this
fuck
bitch,
Cardi B.
This bitch is making music that little fucking girls listen to, and then she says some shit like that. I don't care if she's supposed to be salacious or fucking scintillating, whatever the fuck her little persona is, but, like, if Pepsi doesn't drop her, if her big sponsors don't drop her, I mean, dude, she admitted to what 1,000 fucking men are being accused of unjustly.
Yep.
And all of those men faced harder ramifications than it looks like she's going
like
to.
Yeah, exactly. The false accusations towards like all these men just because women want to get like they're using a movement like Jesse, Jesse Smollett or whoever his name was, exactly for personal gain.
Yeah,
and
then you're discrediting the movement in the process. That's what the most annoying fucking part is.
And now Cardi B's saying this, and it's like, how is she not facing like any ramifications at all?
Right.
Nothing.
That's why I don't take offense
has happened
when you call me a fucking social justice warrior, because in the true sense of the word, maybe I am. I'm just not the mark-ass dude trying to use it for my own fucking, personal agenda.
The Cardi B one legit made me mad.
Yeah.
It's
just disgusting.
Mm-hmm. It's wild just how like nonchalant she was too. Just like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. And I get probably why they aren't going to go after her, because it's like, how do they go and find... Well, that's the thing now. Anybody that's ever gone to that strip club could just come out and just be like, yeah, no, she...
Dude, if a dude said this, I mean, come on, there have been chicks out of the woodwork for dudes who weren't fucking guilty, so let's just say it.
Yep.
Well, and then they'd be like, well, you're the one in the strip club trying to pay her to have sex anyway, and then it's like, yeah, well, I still shouldn't get drugged for that. And then they'll probably be like, well, you were in the strip club, so what do you expect to happen? And it's like, you're kind of almost saying the same thing as the people that are like, well... why are you dressed that way and like you don't want to have sex to females? It's like it's just going to be one big contradicting thing.
No,
it's fucking stupid.
My problem isn't with what she said. It's with the fucking climate being that so many other people get attacked for saying so much fucking less.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody just wants to pick and choose what the fuck to be offended by, when at the end of the day, this shit is like, again, you're supposed to be like a fucking role model.
She's Cosby.
I know she's a fucking ex-stripper and whatever else, but like, if you don't face some type of just public ramifications, like fucking get dropped from a couple sponsors or something,
right?
How the fuck can you justify the treatment that all these other people who haven't even been, taken through the actual legal process? And this chick just admitting it, that's even we don't even know what Cosby actually did, but we know she did just as much.
Right.
If she's not going to face any fucking ramifications.
I will
Cardi Cosby. That's
Cardi Cosby.
I was going to say, I'll completely forgive her if she changes her name to Cosby B. Puts the pudding in the pudding, Cosby B. Pudding in the pops and the pops in the pudding, Cosby B.
Yeah,
she makes me
quit hijacking other fuckers' music too, but not like that's ever going to stop.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe now people are just like, she's just starting the movement of coming out before 6ix9ine just starts fucking ratting on everybody.
Yeah, she just hit the ground running. That's fair.
Yeah. They're trying to keep him in jail, so they're just like, oh shit, we'll just rat on ourselves, get a nice plea deal, and keep him in jail.
Unfortunately, I want to say with her success, I highly doubt it, but she may just be calculated enough to be making a move on this. I don't really know how you could be. I think she's just a dumb fucking broad who just says outlandish shit to stay relevant, but this was like some next level bullshit.
It totally was.
And then you got a guy up in New York who fucking just says a little bit of anti-Semitic shit and actually gets legally written up for it. Now that's like, all of these trickle down effect. Like the first two are just gonna go.
But wasn't he Jewish?
Completely untouched. Who knows? It's not even relevant.
No, I know.
Is that a dude spoke noises, just made noises with his mouth, and he got fucking summoned to court. That sets an entirely different precedent.
I thought that it was that he was Jewish and read anti-Semitic stuff, and like
no, well, that's not what I read.
And they went at him for that when he was like, I was just reading what it said in the thing. Like,
no, I mean that would be even worse.
That's what I thought it was.
But no, he like turned a light off when another coworker it was like a little convenience store or some shit. And she was doing shit in the fridge. Jim, correct me if I'm off here. And then he turned the lights off and said, "You're in the gas chamber now." and like I guess incredibly offended her and didn't get fired for it, so the family went public with it or some. Either way, the dude ended up getting a ticket for a hate crime, which in itself is a little like if you don't do anything physical to anyone, I mean, then you just the First Amendment apparently doesn't exist. But secondly, actually got like summons to court over it, and now that's 1984 type shit, bro. That's an Orwellian future at its finest.
The only part that like I'm kind of like, yeah, like this guy should at least like if he did say like get fired, I could agree with, because the only reason is because up there like a bunch of Jewish ladies have been getting like attacked, and this is just probably some poor Jewish lady trying to fucking bring home some yaya and fucking and fucking like you look at the picture of the dude and you're like, this guy just looks like a fucking like nut job.
Fire
like,
him, no doubt. I'm sure he's a real life troll. But
right, so I can
actual
see
legal ramifications when the first two things we just talked about are fucking getting swept under the rug. Are you kidding me?
I would have went legal ramifications
no
against like my job, not so much this guy, but the job for not being like,
again,
yo,
that is
why the fuck aren't you standing up for me for like I'm just a little old lady and this dude could easily attack me in this fucking thing, which is like it's fair.
You get her fucking grandson to beat the fuck out of him. That's what's exactly wrong with this culture nowadays. Like I just said earlier, sometimes some people need to be adjusted, but there's no way to get the law involved. Like that.
Well, that's because we don't have any more Henry Hills in the world. We don't got the Jewish mafia people who can just walk up and pop a guy in the middle of a freezer and fucking dig a hole for the body.
No,
I mean, or even just do it in the version of capitalism. Fire him. That's fucking fine. Like, yeah, what an asshole comment to make. But you can't actually tell me that if he gets a ticket written, that's the beginning of the end.
No, but this
actually goes through, even the fact that it happened is fucked.
This is social media world now. This is the Facebook, Twitter world, and there's a fucking major brawl going on right now in the Rangers Boston game. Holy hell! Like legit brawl just broke out. That was awesome.
That was Chara.
That was awesome. Anyway,
watching Chara fight.
But this is social media world now. This is how everything is now. Everybody just whines on social media, bitches on social media.
Right. Well, that's exactly what happened to Drum It All Up. You're not wrong.
Yeah. That's exactly.
But at the end of the day, I mean, if you've ever read the book 1984, then you're fucking just as terrified as I am, and if you haven't, then you should, because that's like almost the beginning, premise. Like,
Bacchus is starting it. Sorry.
Oh, no doubt, dude. Bacchus is the man. But
hey, Todd, we're trying to do a podcast here, bud.
Sorry, buddy.
He's not wrong.
Sorry, buddy.
I mean, a good Rangers-Bruins fight, there's nothing wrong with that.
Sorry, I was just watching Bacchus just like triple cross-checking some guy like really fast.
I just had to fucking chirp it at you.
And Bacchus is wailing on, dude. I love it. I'm sorry, it's David Bacchus. If it was nobody else, I wouldn't have cared. But I saw 42 up there, and I was like, "That's my boy. That's my boy."
Like the premise that we just talked about the other week about one of these guys facing legal ramifications,
right,
for calling somebody a gay slur, quote faggot, on the ice, and that would be like the cops fucking writing him a summons. Like, come on, man, he didn't do anything.
It's the exact same,
right? So. That's my last point there. I think I'm cleansed on the SJW for the week.
I got one more thing for you.
Hit it.
Conor McGregor.
Wait.
Retiring?
Can I throw in a mixed conversation here?
Okay.
Can I throw something in here to segue into the McGregor thing? Just a real quick question.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they talked about this on Barstool. We can make this quick, just yes or no answer. Because you were talking about Zdeno Chara. Okay, so you have Zdeno Chara, Paul Bissonnette. Zdeno Chara versus Conor McGregor, who wins? Paul Bissonnette versus Ronda Rousey, who wins?
I mean, Chara would fucking break McGregor in half.
Okay.
And Rousey's kind of a bad bitch, but she's been knocked on her ass too many times. Her confidence is... That's why she had to go into the fake fighting world, you dig? Because she got kicked square in the fucking head.
The only thing...
So, I think she might get smoked.
The only thing...
I'm going hockey over MMA.
The only thing that I think that a lot of people don't realize is that no matter how tall or big somebody is, that they have the wrestling background, the jiu-jitsu background, and all these other aspects, they're not trying to throw punches. They're going to fucking break your leg or tear something in your leg before they even get a hold of you.
That's fine, but Chara will eat McGregor.
If Chara can get a hold of him.
All McGregor's got to do is... You ever see McGregor fight the Mountain? There's no way that would go his way.
No, but...
That's what Chara is,
Chara's not as big as the Mountain.
He's lankier.
But he's fucking strong.
Yeah, and strong as fuck.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of MMA fighters that are just as short as McGregor take somebody as big as Chara with ease. So
I don't know if there are too many people as big as Chara.
I mean, just look up like MMA fighter like versus like bouncer like at a bar.
He's like 6.
Oh, I thought he was like 7'1".
No,
he's like 7 something on skates. But
Yeah,
like
on
6'7",
skates,
6'8".
6'7", yeah.
I'm just saying.
I think that with the reach and everything,
totally giant, but Chara's a big dude.
I think Chara would end up getting some good licks on fucking McGregor. He's fucking huge and strong.
Right.
The Bissonnette one. If Ronda Rousey gets some jiu-jitsu in on Biz, I think Biz goes down. But also, Biz is like fucking 3 times her weight and is strong as fuck. So if he's just able to like somehow fucking out strength her and hold her down and shit, which like could happen.
There are weight classes in the MMA for a reason.
Clean, dude.
You know, so and I don't know, dude. I don't know if I know too much about this Bissonnette dude.
He used to be an enforcer in
fights.
the NHL.
I'm sure I've
Ryan
seen some.
Reeves,
I mean, he sounds familiar.
manhandled him.
Shit, yeah, I see him. Yeah, he looks familiar.
But
I think he'd piece up Rousey. I'm going hockey over MMA this round all day.
Yeah, I think I have to go hockey too.
I don't know. I think it'd go either way. I mean, Ronda Rousey's legit a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Like, if Ronda can, like, I don't know. I'm not going to say it's going to go either way. I'm going to say it can go Bissonnette's way, but at the same time, if Ronda, like, uses any of her black belt trained jiu-jitsu and not square up with them, I don't think Bissonnette stands a chance.
Yeah, but if he could rock her.
That's what I'm saying. But, like, I don't think she would I don't think she'd be smart enough to, like, if they ever did fight, I don't think she would be smart enough to just stand up and swing with him. I think she's definitely going towards his knee, which he has no training in self-defense when it comes to his knees and, like, legs. He's trained in fighting.
Pound his fucking elbows on her head.
But not if she swoops in, grabs a leg, and goes around him.
Well, there's a lot of what ifs, but most of them, I think Bissonnette's whooping ass.
But that's what I'm saying about McGregor too. McGregor takes that leg and gets behind Chara before Chara can even get a hold of him. I think McGregor's breaking his leg without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, in some scenarios, but again, I think more often than not, Chara's fucking whooping his ass, at least knocking him out.
If it's a fist fight, yes, without a doubt. But if Chara can't get to McGregor in time, and McGregor's going to swoop around, grab a leg, do any wrestling, do any jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, anything.
Yeah, and Chara will just punch his fucking head.
Yeah, if he's like, what if he just goes around and fucking Chara just like lankily leans over and just like pops him one right in the fucking dome.
Yeah, I mean, MMA fighters are just a special breed, man. I just don't think I think it's going to take a lot more than that. If it's just a straight up fist fight, boxing fight, or just whatever, yeah, Chara all day. But I think like if you put in all these other aspects in MMA, I think it's going to be a little different story. And maybe Chara would still win, but I think it would be a lot tougher than people would realize for Chara.
See, I don't know. You just like you're justifying it with these what if scenarios, though. I'm just like,
let's put it this
way. What if I saw McGregor walk up to Chara, fucking fighting ability aside? Chara has the better chance of just knocking McGregor out before McGregor's able to climb up him and get a fucking chokehold or whatever.
What about
else.
Brock Lesnar or Chara?
Lesnar all day. Lesnar's like if Chara and fucking McGregor fucked.
What about John Jones and Chara?
John Jones, no doubt.
Yeah.
What about DC and Chara? My point is like MMA fighters like are specially trained like for these types of situations.
Right.
Like,
but my point is Chara walks around at probably like nearly 300 and McGregor walks around at like 170 tops.
Yeah.
I mean, so
there's a little bit of a I'm not saying like stronger people are always going to win, but you still have to try to pull that fucker down.
Oh, I agree, but like I totally get that. But when you're trained, and then, like if you're trained to legit like when that red flag goes off in your mind, and like you're fighting for your life against somebody that big, you know what to do in that point. I'm gonna go with the guy who's trained in that over the bigger guy.
Okay, if we're gonna go that scenario, then I would really love to see McGregor do what he does, but on skates. And I don't mean that sarcastically. I think that would be hype if McGregor could fucking bounce around and shit like he does on the canvas, but in skates.
That
would be sick.
Let's be honest. Let's take it to McGregor Mayweather then. If it was an MMA fight, McGregor is winning in that first round.
Right.
10 seconds into that first round.
But imagine McGregor.
How many times did Mayweather turn his back to him?
And Chara just beating the piss out of him.
It would be
He would just
funny.
lift him up.
Hey, go ahead. I just wanted your bet.
Hey, speaking of, I did like his I don't know, his warm-up speech was kind of when he went in and said I say Bruins, you say whatever.
They're he didn't know what to say. They apparently that wasn't planned. He was like, you want to go in there and pump him? He's like, yeah, oh yeah. And he got in there. He's like,
the beginning was a little cringe, but then when he was like, you're all the fucking enforcers, it kind of got a little more hyped up. The beginning with the Boston Strong thing, nothing against the Boston Strong, but that it was just a little cringe for the moment.
Oh yeah, totally.
But other than that,
it was a slow build up, but he got there.
Yeah.
McGregor at a hockey game is my favorite thing in the fucking
dude.
world.
It was when they scored a goal and he's jumping up and down, banging the stick up against the fucking glass.
Yeah,
just dying at that.
Or when he dropped the puck and he's like, "Hey, you're good," and then he looked at Char and he was like, "Put him through the net," or some shit.
He's like, "You gotta fuck him up tonight."
Good luck, and he goes, "Put him through the net."
Yeah. I love how he drops the puck and walks away, and Char's like, "Wait, you gotta shake our hands."
Yeah, he didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
The Columbus guy was just laughing at him the whole time.
Dude, it was just funny because he's
Proper 12,
probably
which tastes like Jameson, by the way.
Yeah.
Does it? I haven't had it.
I had a bottle of it for Patty's Day.
Mix it with pina coladas, apparently, and it's supposedly really good.
What happened with us is Emo purchased, shouts out Emo, better be listening, Emo purchased some off-brand Baileys, so I was like, well, we'll get some off-brand JMO, a.k.a. Proper 12. Damn near just as good. I'll never say it's as good as JMO, but it was close.
I don't like Jameson. I actually didn't mind Proper 12. Maybe I should try Jameson again.
Yeah. I was going to say, you got something funked up in your TVs, man.
I had alcohol poisoning on Jameson.
That's taste buds, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So no doubt. That's like if you get the flu, whatever you eat beforehand.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So every time,
I'm very wary of... It sucks, because I made a stir fry.
Dude,
throwing that up, I almost died.
Look at that. That's a clean tear off my pants.
Tear.
That's what I was doing for 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well played.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah, these are itchy as bitch. Todd just showed me his tag. He teared off of him.
But it was a clean
I just
tear,
did that the other day.
Most perfect tear of a tag off a pair of shorts I've ever had in my life.
Which you need with those, because otherwise that would be even more itchy. Yeah. You know?
True. Yeah, they show you the little where to cut it right here with the scissors, and it's it makes it itchier. Anyway, last social justice thing with McGregor. So, the day that he announces that he's retiring from MMA, which I don't think he was doing. He's done this before in 2016, where it was just a ploy. It was a marketing gamble on getting more money. He's trying to get a stake in the UFC to own a little bit of the UFC right now.
Can we interject there real quick before you move on from that, though? I just want to say very quickly that I just don't think there's any upside to him fighting anymore. From a financial and a brand standpoint, I think he only has more to lose by fighting. Even if he wins, it doesn't propel him as much up as it takes his brands down if he loses. I mean, he's finishing out on top after a fucking loss.
I agree with you because, McGregor's already a surefire Hall of Famer in the UFC. No, without a doubt. He is a legend already in the game of mixed martial arts. And
what people forget is he put in his fucking work.
Yeah.
Like no other.
Exactly. And I agree with you. I kind of hope he does just kind of stay retired. A part of me does and a part of me doesn't, because I just love watching McGregor fight. I love it's like a holiday.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
At the same time, I just don't think his mind's 100% into fighting right now.
Right. What I'm saying is his next three opponents, and he did that with Cerrone. I think he was just trying to test the waters and see how much attention. But he knew with Cerrone, dude, Cerrone's a bad motherfucker, and he's got way more to gain. Mm-hmm. Fucking Diaz, one of the baddest motherfuckers ever. He just won't play ball with the UFC. That's the only reason he's not relevant.
Yeah.
And Diaz only wants to fight at 185, so that's a fucking just see it for Conor. And then Khabib, dude, he's the hungriest fucker on the planet. All he wants, he doesn't even care about money. He just wants to fucking prove that he's the baddest motherfucker.
Yeah.
So McGregor did what he had to do to get where he wanted to go. Now he just needs to keep going that way. You know?
I will say though, if McGregor comes back, fights Khabib, and wins,
holy
shit,
out of this world!
It would be.
Blow my mind.
That's where it goes against your argument, because it's like that's where it does propel him to this another level of like he legit possibly is the greatest of all time if he can pull off that win.
But he's no dummy. He knows what a fucking ROI is, and the give versus the take on that one. You know, like the risk versus reward is just. I don't know. Yeah. And if Khabib beats him again, if he beats him once, he can say it was a one-off. If he beats him twice, you know, that's why he can't fight fucking Diaz either, because he beat him once and he beat him once. If he beats him again, I mean, he can't concede that he wouldn't win again with any of these guys, so you just got to let it ride.
A lot of
the what-ifs are going to propel him
A lot of people want to see that third fight with Diaz. I personally don't, because it's like kind of like what you're saying. Like, what's the gain for...
Yeah,
like,
well, Diaz to just show that he could do it again, but it was also... Like, I mean, first of all, just a shitty matchup. Well, which who cares? Obviously, I mean, if you're gonna go from that point, dude, I mean, Diaz is just the badder dude. But Diaz is way bigger than McGregor.
A lot of people forget. Yeah, he is, and a lot of people forget that Diaz took that fight a week and a half before. Yeah, so the guy that McGregor's training for.
Yeah.
He's not fighting anymore.
But you also got to remember they went up a weight class because Diaz got it on short notice.
And Diaz was even considerably bigger than the guy that McGregor was supposed to fight.
Right.
So, in a way, you're kind of like, well, fuck, props to McGregor for having the balls to even kind of being like, I'll still go through with it.
Well, yeah, and let's be honest, McGregor must have been eating a shitload of fucking beef and potatoes because that fucker was ready to fight Diaz. And then he was almost too ready. He was too big.
And then
he wasn't mobile enough.
A lot of people think that Diaz should have won the second fight, but if you go back and watch that second fight, McGregor should have finished him off like apart. 3 different times. And McGregor's like, get up, I want to knock you out, basically. But it's like, no, McGregor just finished the fucking fight.
And the fact that he could just keep him from going on the ground is huge, because, again, Diaz is just like a fucking master, dude.
So and that was before Proper 12 and all this shit.
Right.
If McGregor can get back in that mindset of being like, fuck everything else, focus just on the fight on Khabib, he has a shot. He has a chance.
Maybe that's why he said he retired. I mean, obviously we know he comes from the school of Floyd now.
Yeah.
You know, so this isn't an original move whatsoever. Yeah. But maybe more on a personal standpoint, he just thinks people will stop fucking with him, and he can actually, like you said, get back to the grassroots, you know?
But I think it was totally a ploy to get more money out of the UFC. This is where the allegations now come in. The sexual assault allegations in Ireland.
Who's perpetuating those? That's what I would ask. Pretty convenient. He must have pissed somebody off by retiring, is what I say.
That's what I think, too. I think they found out that he's trying to get more money, and they're like, fuck it, we're going, like... Right.
Extortion versus extortion.
But, on top of this, though, it kind of raises, like, my eyebrow in a way, because in Ireland, it's a law there that you're not supposed to release a name of, like... What is it, Jim? That you're not supposed to release the name of like any criminal over there or something like that?
You can't release. Yeah, you can't release the name of anybody accused. You can't release names until there's like
accused suspects.
Yeah, or like significant proof, or once
that's kind of
somebody's. Yeah. I think you have to be like I don't know the exact legal term, but you can't just be accused and have your name released. Yeah, it has to be more than accused before they can release names. So somebody. Just had it be like, oh, hey, right. Would somebody just had it be like, all right, just say it's a international athletic star from Ireland or some shit like that.
Remember that beautiful old phrase, innocent until proven guilty?
Right.
And when that was relevant.
McGregor was arrested in December for this, but was never charged because they were like,
he turned himself in. He went in like the next day.
They probably
or
told him he had a warrant or something because a chick probably came in and said that he.
That is what it. I missed that.
Apparently, he like went in like on his own. It was just like, all right, let's get this stupid crap over with. That's usually how it
goes because the chick goes to the police and then you have to do a investigation.
But then he was released because there was no evidence. Correct.
You'd be amazed. Chicks who are from lower classes go in all the time actually have been raped. We won't get into all that, but anyway, a little economics for you.
The only thing that I think about is like, oh, he's trying to get more money. Let's release his name now. And now apparently that woman now is under investigation in Ireland because it's like you can't release the fucking name.
Right. Well, no doubt. Yeah. But she's not going for the legal card. She's going for the publicity card. She's hoping to get her 15 minutes and make a nut.
Exactly. That's my whole point. So it's like, that almost to me is like, I think he's innocent right now.
Right.
And
here's what's fucked.
for that alone, just because it's like, this totally seems like a move by the woman to make money off
Right.
it.
Here's what's fucked. If he does end up getting proven guilty, then we'll just have to eat our words. Mm-hmm. God forbid. But
I totally would, too.
What's going to happen is obviously what we already know, so I'll call it right fucking now. But just like Jizzy Omelet and fucking
Cardi?
Slutty B, yeah,
Cosby,
this bitch,
Cosby B.
Yeah, we'll just call her Slutty Cosby. This bitch is going to end up, getting more attention and recognition and not facing any repercussions herself for fucking falsely, and this is just my speculation, but for falsely accusing somebody just for her own personal gain. Mm-hmm. And that's fucking disgusting.
It is disgusting.
You should almost be punished worse for accusing somebody of a crime they didn't commit than the actual crime itself, because you're fabricating something just to fucking ruin somebody else's life.
Or just be charged the same way that they were going to be charged.
I get that too, no doubt. You know,
like,
but
you want to play a risky game like that?
It's just so despicable because you're not only just putting somebody in that spotlight and fucking their life completely, but you're also taking so much fucking significance away from actual victims.
And
that's what's fucked.
I agree.
Actual chicks who have been raped, dude, that is so fucking disgusting.
100,000% agree. And I do think it's funny on top of everything that the whole McGregor got arrested for stealing the guy's cell phone. When the footage got released of what actually happened and the fan was like in his face and McGregor's like, get away from me, please.
Yeah,
and the fan still wouldn't get away from him. McGregor slapped his phone out of his hand and stomped on it. Right. Like any normal human being would do,
especially
if they're invading your privacy. Yeah. And the security, what McGregor shouldn't have done is pick up the phone and put it in his pocket. That was the dumb thing to do. That was dumb.
Yeah. Kind of a power move, though.
It was a power move.
Kind of funny. Pretty fucking funny.
It was a...
You want this fucking phone?
Yeah. You want this fucking phone, motherfucker? Yeah. Come get it from me.
This fucking phone.
It's almost St. Patrick's Day, buddy. But like, if anybody would have done the same thing. If I'm in your face, I'm like, take a picture, take my picture, take my picture. I'm be like, no, get out of my face. Like,
right.
And he wouldn't get out of his face. So he slapped it out of his hand and stomped on it. And that's when the fucking security jumps in. It's like, dude, he was a drunk fan. And then that fan has the audacity to make like a video playing the victim card. And it's like,
of course.
Get the fuck out of here.
Why wouldn't he?
Get the
There's
fuck
no
out of here.
There's no repercussions to faking it.
Who the fuck are you?
You know, again, and to bring that all the way back around, boom, to the Jizzy Smollett. You're not gonna, that fan can say whatever the fuck he wants. Yep. Because he's not gonna face any ramifications.
Yep. It's a bunch of double standards in this world right now. Man,
it's cool, man. The pendulum swings. Logic is kind of just not prevailing right now, but we'll get back to it.
Hopefully.
It's a little bit of chaos. We'll call this the idiocracy period of life.
It really is.
When we're writing about it in the history books.
And shout out to Scott Van Pelt for being like, stop being offended by stuff that doesn't concern you.
Yeah, SVP's the man, dude. That has always kept it real.
Can we just shout out how heavily American St. Patrick's Day influenced Conor McGregor so much that he wants to go back to Ireland and be like, can we celebrate this all week like these fuckers do in America?
Yeah, that's true. Because they don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day in Ireland, right?
They do. It's a day.
But it's obviously huge on their day. But he's like, in America, they do it like all week for like multiple days.
It's more significant over here too.
Mm.
Like,
we had a shit ton of.
We Americanized it.
We did steal this land, so.
Right. I mean, if we want to get real into it,
I guess is really the way to put it.
If we want to get real into it, the Irish, when they first came over, were basically treated like fucking slaves and weren't allowed in any places, and then we fucking did what we did, so we're just like, fuck yeah, we're going to celebrate how fucking awesome we are.
And then you have those douchebag white Hoosiers who are like, one straight day. It's like, every day, you piece of shit.
Just to go even a little bit deeper, quick history lesson, the reason that St. Patrick is actually acknowledged as a saint is because a metaphor for him clearing all the snakes out of Ireland is that he killed off all the fucking Gaelic pagan civilizations and just made everybody else Catholic. So shouts out Catholicism, what's good. And also, just to finish on one more high note, wasn't Gucci supposed to be racist like 2 weeks ago and boycotted out of existence, and now they're selling dirty sneakers for a fucking $1,000 a pop? So that's what we call outrage marketing, and I am fucking with it, to be honest with you.
Nike started
I dig it, bro. Exactly.
Nike started it.
They're fucking trendsetters, my guy.
But
just capitalize on these fucking issues.
But the quote I just said, like, when you see, like, a white person be like, one straight day gonna happen, that's, like, one thing that actually does, like, get on my skin. I'm just like, you piece of shit.
Well, that guy's obviously got bigger,
I know.
issues,
I'm just like,
so what are you gonna do?
That one, when the people say that, I'm just like, hey, there's a red flag of a person that's, like, a waste of oxygen right now. Like,
right. Well, see, that's the problem with, again, that's a repercussion you got to deal with about being third, fourth generation in a first world country. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of fucking idiots who survive, you know? So you got to just wade through them. And
let's end the social justice moment on a happier note. There was an airplane with Keanu Reeves, and the plane had to make an emergency landing, and Keanu Reeves, wherever they landed abruptly, for the delay, Keanu Reeves took every single passenger to a restaurant and bar and paid for everything. Took them out.
That's sick.
It's fucking dope.
That guy's the man.
He is the man. He is, like, legit, like, one of the coolest, most humble celebrities.
Yeah,
like,
he's like a Bill Murray type of...
Almost, like, cooler, though, in a way.
Yeah, I could see that. You know, but either way, those guys are both like on the totally get it level of life. You know, like they just get it. At first,
he probably just like doesn't think he just doesn't think he's really like a celebrity. He's just like, oh yeah, no, I did some movies, but yeah, no, I'm just like,
he's like, I got.
Hey,
money
we all just had this shitty moment on a plane. I got some extra money. Let's just go fucking hang out.
Yeah.
I mean, he is the one. And shout out, they're making Bill and Ted 3 officially now.
Saw that. Kind of worried, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. But,
I wish Bill and Ted and Dude, Where's My Car would just fuck and make a super movie.
Actually be dope. Whoa. You know? What number are we thinking of? 69, dudes. Whoa. I got a question for both of you. Do you think Conor McGregor's innocent?
You know, unlike the law over here, I guess we'll just have to let the judicial system play out. I don't know how that rocks in Ireland exactly, as opposed to us. But if I were to bet on it, let's say that
with
from
all
a
the
betting
with
circumstance,
with all the information that we've gathered.
If I was in Vegas, I would bet innocent. Let me put it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go kind of with Corey's logic because it's like if you want to be like the reality about it is there are moments where there are moments where fucking wealthy people, whether they're athletes or blah blah blah, where fucking money takes over their mind and they think they're powerful and shit like this does
how
happen.
They got where they are, you know, to
a certain extent. It's more or less like it's hard to like as a fan because like I like McGregor so much, you want to be like, no man, no way he's capable of doing that. But like we don't fucking know him. But that's not saying that he's fucking like he's a little bit of a crazy. There's been bad shit going on in the media with the phone and shit and the stuff with the UFC people are going to bring up, which is completely different than anything in real life. Like these situations, and people are like, he's a fucking psycho. Of course he's capable of this. And it's like you don't know. Like you go watch the other interviews where he's like the nicest fucking human being in the world. Where
like that interview with Jimmy Fallon where he was just like completely normal.
It also even sucks because like when did this become the fucking norm, dude? Like this just happened so fucking fast before our eyes. Like, can you imagine how despicable it would have been even probably a decade ago to fake a rape just because of how insulting you're being to all the actual victims, or to fake a hate crime, or to fake anything. But like over fucking night, it became just fucking secondary. Like with
social media,
no issue. There's all of these fake incidents, and no one ever faces any type of fucking blowback for them. And that's why the fuck they just keep happening.
Yep, that's 100%, 1,000% agree. And I 1,000% agree with you again, Corey, on the Conor McGregor situation. And like, I think he's innocent from everything I've like kind of put together. Because it just kind of, I think it's just a weird coincidence. It's like, I just think it's ironic how everything comes out at once, you know? And when he's on top of the world, when he's still on top of the world, it's like somebody's going to try and bring him down. And it's just like, get the fuck out of here. But if he's not innocent, I'm not going to lie. It would be really hard to support him. And I think that picture over there would probably come down off my wall.
That's no doubt.
Yeah. And like, yeah, that's basically all I have to say about that, honestly. But I think he's innocent, but if he's not, he can go fuck himself then.
Right. Totally dig. It just sucks that this even has to be questioned this much, you know?
It's sad.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
Yeah.
We're to the point now that it's sad that us as humans have to question everything.
Right.
Like,
And again, that's what...
There's no truth to anything.
Again, that's but you would say that's what the legal aspect of it's for, too, but that's all all bullshit, so whatever.
Yeah, whatever. All right, time for the last thing of our show. It's game time, boys. We haven't done a game in a few weeks, actually. We haven't done a game probably in like a month.
Yeah.
So when we did every week, we did a game. But over, under, let's go. And for those wrestling fans out there, tomorrow on Friday, we'll be doing a special WrestleMania 19 episode and why the buy rate was so low when it's one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time. So we got a lot of PWP guys coming on the show, Jim. So
addressing the important issues.
It's gonna be fun. So yeah, that's gonna be on the weekly wrestling wrap up this week. All right, let's get into the over under. So how did we do this last time?
Are we all three going?
Yeah, that's why I gave you.
Well, then we just got to read.
Oh yeah. Jim
oh wait, do you just want me to go for you and Jim?
No, I want you to go too.
Well, then, so how are we gonna do this? I think it's got to be an announcer and two players, man.
Yeah, I think last
Jim doesn't got cards. I read for you guys last time.
Give me the cards.
Yeah,
I want you guys to go
ahead.
I can read.
No, I want you guys to go ahead.
I'll just be all-time player.
I like reading.
I like reading too.
All right. Well, don't read that. The only card I read was that top card. I didn't see any of the answers actually, so we're fine.
Let's put it in the bag. All right.
We hitting a quick 3 spot here.
Yep.
Or are we going 5 skis?
Let's go 5. We're going 5.
Let's go 3 and see if we tie. How about that?
All right, that's fine.
Yeah, because usually we get into deep tiebreaker.
Right.
So.
All right, fine, whatever. Fuck, Jesus Christ. All right. Who wants to answer first?
Jim.
I'll go first.
Ladies first.
No, we're not doing it that way. No, okay. First question: how many calories are there in a McDonald's Big Mac?
That should be fairly simple.
I'm gonna hit the. I'm gonna say. Oh, god damn it! I want to say 1,700.
Well, what are you gonna say, Jim?
I'm gonna say 1,700. I feel like that's a safe number to play.
You're a fuck nugget, dude. It's a very safe number. The number in my head was 1,800. So you know what? I'm gonna go over. You gotta commit, man. You got to.
Dude, I almost want to. Are you going over?
Over 1,700.
Okay. If it's 2,200, I'm gonna be pissed.
Jim takes the first point. It is under 550.
Oh no!
What?
Shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
What?
So eat those Big Macs, motherfuckers.
Yeah, no shit. That only
Holy
take an
shit,
hour to work on.
Wowzers.
Big Macs take a week.
Is this
Not what I was
cards?
expecting. All right. 1-0, baby.
Because you remember doing the spines on the hedgehog?
Dude, that one always fucking pops up.
It's weird.
Every week.
It's weird.
I know.
Maybe it's on multiple cards.
It's gotta be. Don't fucking ask that
I'm not.
question.
Do you know what's fucked up about the spine one on that thing? Is that I, for some reason, was thinking spine as the same thing as vertebrae.
Yeah.
And I just said the wrong number. I was like, why am I thinking vertebrae instead of the fucking things?
Vertebrae. Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, I
That
outsmarted
one
myself.
fucked us up.
Yeah.
All right. Corey.
Yep.
How many gold medals did the United States win in the first modern Olympic Games in 1896?
Holy fuck, that's a toughie.
Good luck.
How many gold medals?
How many gold medals?
7.
Jim, over or under?
In the first modern Olympic Games? Did it say what year?
1896.
7.
7. I'm gonna
We
go
weren't using
under.
black guys yet, so
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
go.
go I'm
That's
gonna
fair.
go under. I feel like we sucked at the Olympics to begin with, and
Yeah.
we normally do. We just fucking adapted. It was like, oh yeah, no, we figured this out.
And for the first time ever on over under, incorrect. It's over. 11 is the answer.
Oh wow.
Incorrect.
We've never gone back to back like that on the over unders being wrong.
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
haven't.
word. But that's my point.
Damn.
Wow. You guys are
11.
losing touch. Losing touch.
Well, we're still tied 1-1, so I mean, what are you gonna do about it, bro? 7 was a fucking great guess. I'm really
That
glad
was.
Jim said low.
Well, I got an easy one for Jim. In what year did Frederick the Great come into power in Russia?
So it's an easy one.
I was joking. Round 2.
Frederick the Great.
Mm-hmm. Frederick the Great. Wow.
That was before, what was it, Evan the Terrible? I swear, I'm pretty sure that's the next one. One has to be great for one to be terrible, you know?
Frederick the Great.
Ivan the Terrible, I believe.
1542.
Over or under?
God damn it. 1542. It's probably 16 or 17. It's got to be over.
Going over?
Yeah.
1740.
Ooh.
Answer. Corey gets it.
Damn, I almost said like 1752.
I was going to say, when you were going, I was like, say it. You're going to be close.
Yeah, and I don't know. I had never even heard of that fucking guy, so.
Swear, Ivan the Terrible, some shit like that. That's his name. Could be way off there, but something terrible.
Cool names.
Right.
And what year? No, wait. I'm going to save that one for Jim, because I just gave him a hard one.
What the fuck?
Giving you a hard one.
Oh, you can't rescind. Jim, agree with me on this. You can't rescind the
Yeah,
question. You already started it.
All right, I just said in what year.
You already
Jesus.
started it.
And what year was To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee published?
Tequila Mockingbird?
Tequila Mockingbird.
Is that Patron?
Tequila Mockingbird.
Jose?
By Eddie
To Kill a
Guerrero.
Mockingbird. And what year was it published? I actually just watched a Channel 9 documentary about To Kill a Mockingbird last week. So...
Oh, it had to be rescinded, Jim.
Fuck. Pretty groundbreaking shit. Let me say... 1950.
Over or under, Jim?
I'm gonna go over.
Jim gets the point. 1960.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Woo!
Yeah, because I would have been, around the 50s, and that was when like a lot of the big old race things was happening.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but they would have
It was
wrote
a pretty
but they
poignant
would have
piece of
wrote
literature at that time.
but they would have wrote the book after it.
I kind of thought maybe it was a little ahead of its time, though. You know, that's why it's got so much.
I could see that, but yeah.
So
Great
much
book,
prestige, if you will. Very good book.
I'm in that book.
Yep.
Are you?
Oh wait, no, I'm not. I'm thinking of Tom Sawyer.
Yeah, you're
Sorry.
thinking of Tom Sawyer. I thought about that. I knew you had it wrong. But go ahead, Todd.
Thanks,
Round 3. Final round.
You well-read folk out there.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm such a fucking idiot. All right.
Yeah, hit it, man. Hit it.
I don't know why I'm having a laugh attack right now. It's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever said in my life.
Yeah, I mean, it was up there, man. You said worse, don't worry.
Dude, that laugh just kept going.
Yeah.
It got louder.
Well, me and Jim kind of had like an undertone laugh off there for a second, because I was like, I laughed like you fucking idiot, and he laughed like, yeah, I'm a fucking idiot, and then I made a comment, and then it just kind of went back.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, I just want to fill you inside.
Hey, Jim, I don't know if you remember.
Three?
I don't know if you've been a part of this episode, but we'll tell you about it for 20 minutes.
Just depends when you get back in there.
What was the population of Connecticut in 2008?
Is this Jim or me?
It's for Jim.
What?
You
Question
went
three.
first, right?
Can you
Jim
say it
went
again? I
first.
missed the first two words.
What
Round
was
3.
But now I can't hear because Corey just talked.
Sorry.
what was the population of Connecticut in 2008?
That's where ESPN is, right?
All I can think about is the
headquarters.
Connecticut quarter right now, which makes no
Bristol.
sense. The population of Connecticut?
Bristol's where Espen is.
No, it's
I don't know. Fucking.
it's not Bristol, I know that.
Hey, Junior.
Ah.
I feel like I'm going to give a really stupid answer because I can't even think population.
Just take fucking St. Louis's and give or take some.
Daddy,
I don't even know St. Louis's population, honestly.
It's population.
Thank you for letting me eat your pussy.
Let's go like 175,000.
Well, above.
Yeah. What?
I'll take that, Dub.
3,501,252.
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay.
Damn, all of Connecticut, though?
Yeah.
That's like the St. Louis metro area.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty trippy. Connecticut is tiny, though.
Tiny like your penis. All right,
It's
question.
true. My penis is the size of Connecticut. That's indeed correct. Well said, sir. I think I already got the dub, but yeah, let's hit it.
No, you need this last one. Jim can still get it.
Well,
Jim can tie it.
Jim and I tied each round up till now, and oh yeah, Jim could get this one. That's right. My supreme fucking confidence.
Jesus.
Go ahead.
My
man,
supreme confidence.
I got this. Let's rock.
In what year did On the Riverfront win the Academy Award for Best Picture?
On the Riverfront. Academy Award. We just talked about the Academy Awards. It was the 91st year, wasn't it?
Yes.
On the Riverfront would probably have been like fucking 80 years ago when rivers were still cool. Just like St. Louis. So.
I love our logic when it comes to this.
19.
The Grand Canyon logic was the best.
1920.
Jim, over or under?
Over.
The game is tied. We're going to sudden
Fuck!
death.
When was it? Like 30?
1954.
Oh, you fuckers. Rivers were fucking over by then, bro.
Rivers were still cool in the
Already
20s.
polluted as shit.
All right, sudden death.
I told you we'd go into fucking...
Rivers were cool like 80 years ago, so...
Yeah, back when fucking barges were in.
Remember when we had Jamie Rivers and the Blues?
Ooh.
Those were the 30s.
Damn. I hate you, dude. I do remember Jamie Rivers. He was kind of a bitch, to be honest.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Let's go.
Turd.
All right. First question. Sudden death. Question 1. What percentage of the total U.S. land area does the state of Alaska make up?
That's a good one.
That's for Jim.
I know. I still gotta develop a guess.
That's true.
3.2%.
I'm gonna say over. I was gonna say 5.
16%.
Ooh, duckies.
Corey goes up again.
Schmang, schmang. Let's rock.
That's
16
stupid.
and a half.
16%.
What a fucking solid purchase. Who did that? Hang on. Don't. Let me get it.
Eskimos.
Something's folly. Somebody's fucking folly. I forget the fucker. He should get way more credit than that. Anybody? Anybody know who bought that?
No.
Who made the Alaska purchase?
No, power move though.
Yeah. Very much so.
Yeah, for sure. It's like,
Yeah,
hey,
give us that spot up there.
Fucking Fillmore's folly or something? It wasn't.
Hey, Canada, he own that, eh? No? All right, well, we're going to take that.
All right, that's fine, eh?
Put some moose up there. All right.
Let's go. Let me close this bitch out.
Can Corey close the bitch out? What was the estimated human population of the world in the year 1000?
The estimated... Who now?
What was the estimated human population of the world in the year 1000?
Human population of the world. In the year 1000.
Year 1000. You got a fucking problem with that, Jeremy?
We're at, what, 8 billion?
And that was wedding
Pretty
crashers.
much.
Yeah.
Year 1000.
1000.
It was Seward's folly, by the way. And 100 million. No. 500 million.
You're going 500 million?
Yeah.
Jim, over...
This is a bullshit stat because nobody fucking knows the real answer. But go ahead.
There's encyclopedias.
I'm going to go
Fuck
lower.
outta here.
Jim, you're going lower?
Yep.
And the game will continue.
See, it's bullshit.
200 million.
Yeah, probably 300 mil easy unaccounted for. It's like motherfuckers hopping the border, bro. There weren't even many borders back then. How could you take fucking a census when you don't even have a goddamn country? Who the fuck are you? What?
You
Get
seem
out of here.
You seem a little triggered.
Well, all I'm saying is, who are you counting? This is fucking bullshit. What were they like? And there's Jesus Christ and Moses.
I'm just picturing
Get the fuck outta here.
I'm just picturing like when you have a kid and you're teaching the ABCs and the kid's gonna be like A B D. Like, what the fuck, dude? Get the fuck out of here. C is next.
Yeah, bro. We don't make fucking dummies. Do it till they got it. You got it right.
That was just such a nonchalant
question,
way.
please.
Such a nonchalant way of doing it. Well, yeah, dude. We don't make dummies.
Yeah. What am I gonna fucking do? Tell my kid she's not wrong when she's wrong?
Great. I'm just happy that's the way you answered.
Let's get it.
According to Google Maps, what is the shortest drive distance between Boston and Detroit in miles?
I'll do you a favor, Jim. Don't forget there's a Great Lake in there. Or two. Maybe two.
Shut up.
Niagara
I'm
Falls.
gonna go 487 miles.
Over under.
Over.
705
What's up?
miles.
What's
Can
up?
Corey
What's up?
close out the game for the third time in a row?
They had to drive around all those Great Lakes, Jim.
Shut up.
Hey, I'm just going to say, Corey, if you win, this would have been the 5th round, so
Yeah, right.
could have just done 5 rounds.
Wow,
No
we
overtime.
know what we're doing.
Just got to make it.
Because we would have already been in overtime then. Hit it.
In what year was the first game of softball played?
So,
Dun, dun.
in what year did the first chick come out as lesbian? Is that the question? As a softball catcher,
Jim.
specifically.
No.
I'm gonna say, like, what does this mean? What, like, again?
When was the first
who
time
knows
softball
it?
was played? What
Like
year?
official? What, like a league game?
I don't know. Just what year was the first
Right.
game of softball played,
Softball
Corey?
probably goes back to fucking before baseball, really.
You're overthinking yourself here. Just give us a goddamn year.
1960.
Over or under, Jim.
Ooh.
You said 1960?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking, what's an official fucking recognized game of softball?
This is kind of tough, yeah, because I'm kind of thinking that too. Like, I'm gonna lower.
I left you a lot of room.
Yeah. Under. The game is tied. We're going to another sudden death round. 1887.
Yeah.
Oh, wowzers!
When was baseball? Do we know? I would not be surprised if softball was before baseball. Well, I guess there was already an MLB by then.
Baseball was before. It was like, I think, a few years before that. So,
Probably.
I don't know. I guess
But
that
who
makes
knows, dude?
sense. So it's
maybe
like,
baseball came from softball. They probably lobbed it before they fucking hucked it.
Maybe.
I can't get this guy out. Let me just chuck it.
Yeah, right? He keeps hitting it too far and just fucking fires it. That's why they came up with seams. All right, let's go.
All right. Next question. First. What round are we on? 6?
Yeah. So third OT.
Third overtime. In what year was the Polaroid camera first sold?
We already did this one.
Did we?
Yeah.
Did we do?
I know we did this one. I don't remember the answer, so it's still fair to me. But I know we did
Yeah, I
this
mean
one.
it's
Right.
fair to me because I don't know either.
I mean, it's up to you guys. Do you guys want to do it? Yes or no?
Is it,
Yeah,
whose question
let's-
is it? It's Jim's
Jim's.
decision.
It's mine. Yeah, we'll play it out.
Oh, they're showing a commercial for WrestleMania during the hockey game right now.
The first Polaroid.
I guess this game just repeats a lot.
19. Oh wait, hold on. 1892.
Lower.
1892, and Corey, you say lower.
Yeah.
Jim, you get the point. 1948.
This is bullshit.
Yay,
Jim,
yay,
your fucking question.
yay, yay.
Go ahead.
So I'm just going through some of these right now, by the way, gentlemen, and I think there's a lot of questions that pertain to the same thing.
That could be true.
So there's one that says how many Broadway performances of The Sound of Music were there. There's one that says when did Sound of Music win Academy Award for Best Picture. So maybe it's what we're getting.
Right.
Anyway,
Okay, Jim's got the chance to close for the first time ever
for the first time ever,
in his life.
Scott's gonna finger you with his penis. As of 2013, how much was the largest paid lottery win in the United States?
Oh man, first off, my dog just walked in and crop dusted me so hard. I gotta give him props real quick.
That's awesome.
My
Dude. He's
bad.
probably just getting
Woo,
back at
boy.
you.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, for sure. Okay.
This is
what
my
was the
guess,
biggest-
Jim. Back the fuck
Oh,
up,
yeah.
bro.
Sorry.
I'm gonna
Okay,
say,
Corey. Okay, Corey. Go ahead.
Oh, it's like, oh, Jim just, you know,
Excuse-moi.
knobs.
I'm gonna say Largest payout?
Largest paid
I don't think
lottery
they've gone
winner in the
over
United
$1 billion
States.
yet. When was this game made?
So this is as of 2013.
2013. Ooh, see, that's a big old difference, boy. I'm going to say, fuck it. Make it easy. $500 million.
Jim, over or under?
No. I'm saying
wait.
$600 million.
600 million.
Yeah.
That's fair. You didn't get to say over or under yet. That's a fair
$600 million.
locked in answer. 600 million.
Lock
Jim,
it in.
over or under?
I'm going to go... Oh, wow. Good number, Poor. I'm going to go under.
The
Continue
answer
this game.
is 656 million. The game continues. Oh my God!
Snake City Bitties!
The game fucking continues. Let's go, boys.
Wowzers.
Wowzers. All right, next question.
See, this is why it doesn't even matter how rounds we might as well just play until one of us closes out a round.
Unless you play against me, then you just sweep.
Well, this is true change. I mean, we got to get you more. You fucking see.
I'm good on.
I tried to get you. In the mix.
Good on like trivia, like pop culture
right.
trivia, sports
this
trivia,
one is,
movie
I
trivia.
think Jim and I just kind of got the groove on this one.
Music
too.
trivia. I'm like, let's go. I'm about that all day.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, these ones are tough. Hit it.
No, get the fuck out of my room. You're gross. Go.
All right, bro.
Go.
You need to back up talking to
dude.
Vladdy like that.
You don't talk to
dude.
Vladdy like that, Jim. But even though it was funny as
damn,
fuck,
dude.
don't talk to Vladdy like that.
Bringing down the whole pod, my dude.
Don't get the fuck out of my
Still
room.
fucking disciplining your child on air.
The only
fuck,
time
man?
he's walked in is to just straight crop dust.
Yeah,
bro.
because he's probably like, take this, dude.
You can't talk to a dog like that.
All right.
Man.
All right, hit it, dude.
Anyway, Jim, what was the fastest win? Sorry.
Look what you did, Jim.
No, it just makes it's just funny that this is the question for Jim because his dog just fired on him. What was the fastest wind recorded on Mount Washington in New Hampshire in miles per hour?
On what, Washington?
What was the fastest wind recorded on Mount Washington in New Hampshire in miles per hour?
That's a fucking toofy.
Damn.
245.
Shit.
Over or under, Corey?
Fucking A. On Mount Vesuvius?
Mount Washington.
Yeah. 245? 245, Kims?
On Mount Ovechkin.
The Earth is pretty... It'll be a place someday. The Earth is pretty fucking violent.
Definitely won't be a Harper.
It's 245? No shit, right? He could build it himself. 245, man. I might have to say higher. Unless the Earth's a fucking pussy.
How much did you say, Jim?
245.
245.
You said higher?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Jim gets it. It's 231.
You cocksucker.
Holy shit.
You fucking cocksucker.
Damn.
God damn it. Well, now I'm just playing to survive again.
You guys have been getting like
Holy
really
shit,
close
dude.
on these answers.
I was supposed to be to Mason's birthday like a half hour ago. This
Fuck
game
his birthday.
fucking-
Is that Chuck E. Cheese?
I wish.
I
Happy
wish.
Joe's, baby. No, Happy Joe's is the dope.
Happy
Chuck E.
Joe's is
Cheese
dope.
for
You got
real,
that little
yeah.
arcade. I forget like the...
And way better pizza.
what was the video arcade game that they had there? The
Metal Slug is what I
Yeah,
remember.
Metal Slug, that's it. That's
Metal
the
Slug's
best.
hype, dude. That's a fucking jam.
Broforce on PlayStation, just like that game. Check it out.
word?
Yeah.
I could dig that. Hit
All right. Jim, to close it out again.
it. Well, I get the answer.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Jim's jerking off, apparently.
I know.
What, do you got a fucking shake weight over there, Jim?
No, just remote
Jello
controller.
cup on the end?
Are you playing Sega?
No. All right, what's my question?
Southside
It's
shake
not your
weight?
question. It's Corey's question.
Hit it.
What? Oh, yeah.
How many Earths can fit inside Jupiter?
What the fuck?
Jupiter. Is that the biggest planet? Doesn't give me that, does it? How many
Jupiter
Earths?
is the biggest planet.
Yeah, it is.
How many Earths can fit inside Jupiter?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Fuck it. Fucking 100,000.
Lower.
Yeah. Jim wins the game. It's
Is it like
1,321.
Ah, it's fucking weak, dude. I thought Jupiter, you punk bitch.
You punk bitch.
Thought you were bigger than that.
Yeah, you thought the Grand Canyon was like
Yeah, dude.
200,000 miles. Too.
Nothing fucking super about Jupiter, stupid ass planet, and nothing grand about that fucking canyon.
My guess was like 7 Earths.
Oh, dude, no way! I just figured it was gonna be like such a ridiculous number. It's hard to, because I bet you if you looked up the sun, it's like a fucking 100,000 Earths, because it's just like so goddamn big.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked at planets since like grade 3, so. I
just saw something the other day about how many Earths fit in the sun, so that fucked me up. But that probably wasn't even that many.
I saw a T-shirt the other day that showed our solar system. It showed all the planets, but Earth was the only one that was flat.
Yeah, that's how
it looks like a pan.
Yeah.
Anyway,
like Pam.
Can help you on this Pam dilemma.
I believe there's 2 M's.
Pamama. Well, anyway, congratulations, Jim. You defeated Corey.
Yeah.
Which I think is your first. Was that your first over-under win against Corey?
I think it might be. No, I am actually. I was coming off well, I didn't lose an over-under. I think I lost at the Trump game, actually.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Jim hasn't beat me in a trivia game in over a year now. So
I can see that.
We've only played like fucking 4, so it's not that big. Like you're acting like we play every day. So it's not that big.
How long has it been? How long has it been?
It's not that big of a fucking task.
Out of days, how long has it been?
I don't know. It doesn't make. We haven't played that many lately, like in the last month. So it doesn't really make any sense.
So I mean, it's still over a year. It doesn't matter how long it happens. It's like McGregor saying he's undefeated for 3 years and he's only fought 3 times.
Well, that's different because they only fight certain times. We haven't played fucking. We haven't done fucking.
Same thing. Same logic.
We haven't.
Same logic.
No, it's not. It's the complete wrong logic. You just got to pump your own fucking tires over there, bud.
You just sound like a person who just like is sore loosey that you can't beat me.
No, because you've just been saying it's been like 6 months since we've done one.
Like, I think you're just be happy that you just won game, Jim. Jeez.
You're just putting off ever doing trivia. So when I win, you'll be like, yeah, well, it's been 700 days that I haven't won trivia, but we also haven't played one in like 699 days. So yeah, look at me, fucking star on my refrigerator.
I thought you were gonna call me Brock Lesnar. I was gonna give you props on that one.
You pretty much are.
All right. Well, anyway, let's hit him with that 1, 2, 3 finish to get out of here. Jesus Christ.
Hit it. I'm going first. Suck a dick. 1, my boy Tom McDonald made a song called Sad Rappers. I didn't want to ruin my playlist with it because my playlist
is it indie, Corey?
Well, I guess you would call this dude indie.
Oh, of course, that's why you didn't want to say it at Songs of the Week.
I mean, he's a rapper, so
douche.
I guess you'd say indie is more called underground in the rap game. But, yeah, he made a song called Sad Rappers and basically makes fun of all of the mumble rappers for glorifying Xanax.
Is that the one that you tagged me or you posted on Facebook?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
It's hype. Very solid on that dude's part. Number 2, we'll go back. We're just not going to gloss over it real quick. We'll make it a solid number 2 point. Gucci, if all you dumb motherfuckers were going to say they were racist 2 weeks ago, is still racist. So that's number 2. Number 3... my boy Shawnee Lemon just sent me over a little 1975 song called Two Time, which I also liked, and I was definitely not going to put that in my song, so shout out to the 1975, because I kind of... Yeah.
The song Two Time.
I think it's called like Two Time.
It's Two Time. It's Two Time. I mean, maybe if you listen to your co-host every once in a while, that when it was picked on Songs of the Week, maybe you should listen to it, Corey.
I get it. But this was a nice little sliver, you know what I'm saying? You give me so much, the 1975. It's like how I felt with the Beatles. I just gotta kind of sneak off and do my own thing, you know?
I feel like you're kind of getting into it with U2 as well a little bit, but you didn't want to say it because you don't want to.
See, you fucked up the complex with me on that one because I've always liked U2. Now I just fucking apparently can't admit to it, or I'm showing like an Achilles heel.
No. So, I didn't set that. Jim set that standard.
That's true. Well, yeah, no doubt. Jim, fucking chameleonaire, good morning. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show all my haters love. No doubt.
Hello.
So, hello. Yeah. Boom. On that note, I'm out. I am out.
That was perfect.
All right. Well, my number 1, let's go Blues. Clinch the playoff spot this week.
No help to fucking Vegas and Chicago.
Yeah, I almost just didn't want to talk about it, but yes, word.
Yeah. Number 2, I'm gonna check out that Motley Crue movie, and everybody else should. Apparently, it's fucking great.
Yeah, I want to check it out.
And number 3, shout out my boy Logic, best rapper in the game ever to ever do it.
Basic bro quotes.
Awesome fucking new album. Seriously, check it out. It's it's out of this world good.
Nice. All right, my number 1. I have to shout.
My
out.
number 4. Go ahead.
My number 1, though, I have to shout out SmackDown this past week. Honestly, probably hands down, maybe my all-time favorite episode of WWE SmackDown I think they've ever produced. Like, from start to finish, my jaw was just like dropped the whole time. Fantastic show. Kofi Mania, baby. And for more, listen to our weekly wrestling wrap up this week. Number 2. I guess shout out to Corey for feeling better.
Suck it, Jim!
Kid's sick for like 2 days and we fucking treat him the same way as me. Like, fucking grow up.
Suck it, Jim! No, dude, see, me, Jim, going what I went through, you know, I think if I can get through that, man, you can get through anything, alright, buddy? Ooh, Vegas Golden Knights are not doing it for us right now.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, no.
But seriously, Jim, get better. I think spring, sunshine, and a fucking solid positive attitude mixed with some of those incredibly overpriced CBD products. Give you a shot.
And my number 3 shout out, I think I'm gonna have a glorious spring. Because the Blues, I think, are going to make a fucking pretty deep playoff run. And Jim's going to fucking come out of retirement here and actually get off the IRR. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. You know what's going to happen.
So it's going to be a glorious spring.
Blues
I'm going to see
run.
Jim, and the Blues are going to, like,
it's
go on this playoff run.
Jim. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And Kofi Kingston, Becky Lynch, and Seth Rollins are all going to win titles at WrestleMania. It's just going to be a good spring.
I like your outlook, bud.
I like it.
Is that better?
I'm with it. Thanks.
No problem.
Gucci.
Nerd. All right. Well, anyway, go follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Periscope at OffendedPod. Make sure to go follow PWP Nation at PWP Nation on all social media handles as well. We are finally have our own feed on Apple Podcasts, so you can just search Offended now, and we just come right up. I love it. So, same way. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio are all the same way now. I love it. It's so much easier to say. You can go buy our t-shirt at www.prowrestlingtees.com and search Offended. Can you get a No Fucks Given shirt?
NFT shirts?
NFT shirt? Yeah.
We're currently in production of the next batch, so I'll keep you guys posted on that.
Keep us posted.
Yeah,
and,
it's definitely a hot topic.
Whenever I figure out how to just, take your picture and put it on...
Well, whenever you figure out how to explain a fucking file,
I want to slew. Make sure to go download our... or not download. Go listen to our playlist on Spotify at Offended Presents Songs of the Week. Weekly Wrestling Wrap-Up this week. We're going to discuss WrestleMania 19, why the buy rate was so low when it featured The Rock and Stone Cold's last match ever, which doesn't make sense why the buy rate was so low. So it should be an interesting conversation. Got a lot of P2P guys coming on the show. Next week is the start of Hockey Talks being back every week. And I can't wait for that. And Anything But Credible podcast sucks. So, yeah, and you can follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram at Trick1042. You can follow Stoutsy at
Jimmy James 9417 on the Insta and the Twat, and James B. Stout on the old Snap to do.
Twat. You can follow Corey at
Snapchat, Insta, Cordo, CORDOE74, Twatter, as James would say. Actually got my first chirp in today on old Chips Ahoy, telling him to suck a little dick. Trying to
you finally got back on the Twatter?
Yeah, man, Crunchy Blowfish. He's making a slight return. I don't have the app. I think I am following Offended. I tagged you guys in the post to Chips Ahoy. I chirped at him, told him Oreos are better. They could suck a dick. Everybody go peep that. So, yeah, Crunchy Blowfish back in action.
I started following...
Oh, and at NFG Cheese. What up, cheap plug? Go ahead.
I started following your old Twitter handle, but I thought it was funny how it's being updated by your Instagram posts. So
yeah, right? That's all I use it for. Exactly. It's another little channel there. So, yeah, hit it up.
Hit it on up. Anyway, this has been the Offended Podcast, baby. We'll see you next week. Go listen to the weekly wrestling wrap-up this week on Friday.
Deuces.
For Tricky Stouts and Corey, it's been Offended. Said by Peter D. Nation. Bye.